We've been doing this for 25 years.
I got into it. It's an amazing sport.
It's all about pushing yourself to your limits and past your limits.
Wittenberg shows how not just be a Jew, how not just be an athlete, but how to be a Jewish athlete.
We're here with a whole bunch of Jewish guys wrestling, and then in the middle of the day, we all stop to pray together.
Very smart wrestling, everything. We might have a first Yeshiva flat-foot champion. He's got the takedown, he's going for the win.
This is what we work for. This is what we train for.
If you do this, you can do literally anything.
And he used that last bit of strength to win the match.
And he's going in for the pin, and it's over. Marfucci, champion of champions.
We're live?
Okay.
Okay, and we're live.
We're live. Welcome to the 25th annual Wittenberg. It's crazy that we're here.
Yeah, it's great to be here. I'm here with Alex Knapp, former MTA wrestler and 2017 champion.
And I'm here with Jake Nussbaum, former Frisch wrestler and 2017 champion. It's been a crazy tournament right now. Right now it feels like Frisch. We'll get a little media disturbance. It feels like Frisch has not lost a match. They have 8 finalists.
No, it's Kushner.
Kushner,
my has bad. 8 finalists.
Kushner has 8 finalists
themselves.
Frisch is trying to hold their own.
When my dad, who became a pretty renowned and well-respected surgeon, was interviewing was asked a very simple question. What class in college do you feel best prepared you for the rigors of medical school? I'm sure that the professor interviewing him was assuming that my dad would respond with something like biochemistry or biology. But the response that my father gave was this: wrestling. Wrestling is what had best prepared him for medical school. After absorbing the stunned reaction of the interviewer, and I'm sure my dad actually wanted to get into medical school, my father went on to explain. Wrestling at its core is about focus, discipline, and will. When you are tired, exhausted, and want to give up, you have to find something inside yourself to keep on going and pushing to achieve the results that you want. That was my father. When he was a young boy growing up in a very chaotic environment with no real support, he used that focus, discipline, and will to achieve the life he always imagined for himself. He became religious on his own, became a doctor, created a beautiful, loving family with strong ties to the community and a true love for Hashem. The RA Captain Luzinkin Scholarship, created in his memory, seeks to find someone with those attributes, who sees the values instilled in wrestling as a springboard to achieve greatness within their community and the world at large. Every year, we receive outstanding applicants. However, this year was tougher than most. We were truly torn. Each applicant seemed better than the last. It was extremely hard to decide, since truthfully everyone who applied was deserving. However, in the end, we reached a clear conclusion. So, I would like to congratulate Daniel Berger from SNR as this year's winner of the REA Captain Music Scholarship.
Nice award to see given out. Right away. there's a lot of people that help the YWA, the Run List, and other programs. And they've been here a long time, some people 20 years, some people, I think,
we see the live stream? We see the live stream? Can you see it? Yeah, I'll get it to you.
There's one person who's been coaching at the same school for 25 years, and that's Doug Klein. Program that we didn't actually start, and we barely helped them, Doug did it all. And I think we have some video on Doug.
Hey Coach, I guess I'm supposed to say thanks for the past 20 years or so, and I hope we have another great 20 years together. It's been real fun working with you and getting to know you, and keep up all the good work. Thanks.
Coach, thank you for 28 years of coaching. I'm so proud to be on your team, and congratulations. We love you.
Hey Coach, congratulations on 25 years of Wittenberg. Thank you for inspiring me and many others. I wouldn't be who I am today without you.
Hey Coach, thank you so much for being an important part of my life during high school and after high school, and congratulations on 25 years.
Congrats, Coach.
Thank you, Coach, for 25 amazing years. Here's to 25 more.
Thank you, Coach, for 25 years of coaching.
Thank you, Coach, for everything you've done for me and for 25 amazing years.
Hi, congratulations on a well-deserved recognition award. It has been my privilege and honor to work with you with the Ida Crown Wrestling team, seeing how you mentor these student athletes to become fine young men in the future.
Thanks, Coach, for all that you do for the team and teaching us how to be from menches at the same time.
Mazel tov, Coach. On 25 years of coaching, you've done an amazing job. This one's for the thumb.
Mazel tov, Coach. Your classmate John Stewart Leibowitz has got nothing on you.
Mazel tov, Coach, in your 25th anniversary of coaching and going to Wittenberg. Here's to many more years of you continuing to inspire your students like you inspired me.
Hey Coach, congrats on 25 years and thanks for inspiring me and so many other guys.
Thanks Coach for teaching us to get up whenever we fall down.
Hi Doug, 25 years, where is the time gone? I'll see you in 25 more, we'll do it again. Have a great day, love you, bye.
Hey Coach, just wanted to wish you mazel tov. Pretty sure the sign says it all. Greatest coach ever, absolutely life-changing. Miss you and just wanted to wish you mazel tov.
Hey Maddie's daddy, Coach Klein, thank you very much for all you've done.
Hey Coach, mazel tov on your 25th anniversary of coaching and winning at Wittenberg. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me. I don't think I'd be the person I am today without you. Congrats.
Thank you, Coach.
Mazel tov, Coach. Set them up, knock them down.
Happy 25-year anniversary, Coach. Keep going, and thank you so much for doing what you do. To many more.
Thank you, Coach Klein, for 25 years.
Thank you, Coach. You're amazing.
Hey, Coach. It's been an incredible 11 years knowing you. You've inspired me both during my 4 years in high school, the time I spent wrestling for YU, as well as now for the past 3 years coaching. All of my successes I owe to you. And I was just having a conversation with a parent recently, and the reason why parents continue to send their kids to join the wrestling team is because of you and the Menschlichkeit you instill in the high school wrestlers. And I wish you the best of luck as you continue, but congrats on the 25 years.
Ready? Wrestle! Go get him, Libby, go get him! Reverse! Good job! 2 points! Danielle wins! Danielle won! Danielle, look! Go get your trophy!
Do you want a trophy?
Wow! Now what do we say? We say, thanks, coach! Thanks, coach! Happy anniversary!
Well, oftentimes sports and religion will intersect. See Tim Tebow. Megan Malky has a story of a team at the Ida Crown Jewish Academy that isn't wrestling with its beliefs.
Almost we come around the corner, right?
Against all odds, the Ida Crown wrestling team persevered. They beat out some top flight teams to become the first Jewish high school wrestling team to win a regional championship in the state of Illinois.
I think there's team pride, there's school pride, and there is pride among the community.
Being able to have that title of the first Jewish team to win a regional is just like incredible and gives me such a pride.
The team's achievement is even more impressive because of the obstacles they've had to overcome. They are modern Orthodox and observe the Jewish Sabbath from Friday at sundown until Saturday at sundown. So they weren't able to compete in regionals during the day. But their coach petitioned the IHSA and they moved the regional to Saturday night so Ida Crown could take part.
Once they realized that all we wanted was regionals, they weren't going to have to change sectionals, which is a 2-day tournament. It's a big thing. All we wanted was one region, is one Saturday night. Then they realized it wasn't that big a deal.
That's beautiful.
In recognition of your 25 years of servitude, we present you with this award. And it says, I don't have my glasses. You read it.
An appreciation and recognition of your devotion, dedication, and sincere commitment to Yeshiva Wrestling and the Yeshiva Wittenberg Wrestling Tournament. Yeshiva Wrestling Association, February 16, 2020. Oi, Neil.
Okay, let's do it. All the teams, get ready. Let's go.
Hello. Yep. All right, and we're back.
And we're back. We just gave out the awards.
In case you didn't watch, we first gave out this award, the Zinken Award. Each team represents a senior, and the senior is picked by best application, and that award is given $5,000 to the senior that wins. And it's supposed to be towards college, towards Yeshiva. Can you hear me?
I can't hear anything.
Hello? Can you hear me? Like, we can't hear each other. I can hear me.
The music's too loud. What? The music's too loud. I can't hear what he's saying.
Hello? Jake? They're doing the finalists anyways. You didn't hear what I was saying? Jake? Jake?
The music's too loud in my headset.
113 is a little bit different this year. We're doing a round robin, so wrestling. And the final round robin from Ida Crown, Moshe Osgood. His opponent from the first school, Akiva Sokol.
Jake? 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 Can you hear me? probably because of the music. Probably because of the music. It's probably because of the music. Maybe.
Can we take the audio out of our headsets and just hear each other? Is there a way to do it? I'm not sure.
At 145 pounds from Kushner, Jacob Elfstein. And from Ida Crown, Mayor Cohen. At 152 pounds from Kushner, Max Yartoni.
Jake? Hello? Jake? You hear me? Jake? Speak.
At 160 pounds from Kushner, Joey Dresner. And from Maimonides, Abraham Grossman. At 170 pounds from Maimonides, Joseph Burlow. And from the Frisch School, Zachary Amos. At 182 pounds from Kushner, Yitzi Parrott. And from the Frisch School, Daniel Morrison. At 195 pounds from SAR, Daniel Berger. From Kushner, Ian Cohen. At 220 pounds from TABC, Gedalia Axelrod.
I think the video's off too. It looks like the video's off too.
And at heavyweight from SAR, Judah Sander.
So let me know.
RS, Eric Schwartz. Please give it up for your Wittenberg finalists.
There's a video delay. So what are we supposed to do? It's not going to make any sense.
National anthem and Hatikvah.
So what do you say is going to make any sense? Because it's going to be about the previous match.
If you are standing on or around the award stands, you need to move. If you are standing around the mat, take a knee. If you want to be sitting somewhere, sit in the stands. Let's clear the mat, and we'll get finals underway.
Also, if you're standing near the Frisch logo, move.
If you're standing near the Frisch logo, please move. Clear the mats. Wrestlers need to enter the mat. .106 finalists to the mat. Two-point takedown, Kushner.
Jake, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
Reed now looking for an escape. They're fighting hands here. Very grueling position here, especially for those who aren't as experienced. Reed, as I said before, is a freshman. Oh, and he goes for a reversal. Kushner looks to be reestablishing position, and he still has control.
Kushner holding a 2-point lead here. Reed is really looking to build his base, but he's right at the edge.
He's keeping that base, but he's having a hard time breaking those hands. We go out of bounds, gets a fresh start. On the fresh start, what do you think the key is for getting up and out right away?
It's quickness, especially at 106, where the goal is to be very quick, and we're going to look at a stand-up or a reversal very fast
Right.
here.
I think the key is off of that referee's position is who has the first move, who could chain something together and make something happen. And so far, it's been Ostrov being the first one to the punch, getting that breakdown, keeping Reed's posture down, now looking for a wrist ride, maybe for a tilt or for a turn.
Yeah, Ostrov really seems to be in the control of this match here.
Yeah, and really brutal on that crossface, but Reed looking for that roll, keeping it dangerous
through,
over here, not letting Ostrov have an easy turn. He's in it to fight. What Coach Doug told me about Reed was that he's had an outstanding season as a freshman. He went into regionals and had a solid appearance against the #1 guy in state. Now, he didn't win, but Coach Doug was impressed with how cool and collected he was able to be against one of the top guys in the state of Illinois. And he's looking to keep that collectedness here in Wittenberg and will not waver if he has an early deficit. He's picking neutral in the second period.
All right, so it's a two lead for Ostrov. Reed really looks to soar here.
And Reed smartly picks neutral after being ridden out the entire first period. It looks like he's dealing with a bit of a size disadvantage being a freshman, but he could still use that quickness to make up for it. He's again hugging that arm as Ostrov looks for a go behind. He may be going for a cradle here.
Ostrov is holding that leg. Maybe looking to go around him.
Now Reed has to really move to avoid getting scored on here. He can't just stay on the arm.
Reed has to stand up. He doesn't want to be scored on.
He's looking for that leg, trying to make this into his own offense. Ostrov doing a good job keeping those hips back and not letting him get a bite on the leg. And he's looking for a go behind. 2 points, Ostrov.
Ostrov now with a 4-point lead. Really seems to be in control of this match.
Yeah, Reed's going to have to really mount something if he wants to come back and win this. Probably going to have to be a 5-point move because it's going to be hard to come back on just takedowns and escapes alone.
We see a lot of scoring. We see a lot of high-scoring matches with 106 pounders.
The clock seems to be a little bit different on the screen than it is on the scoreboard. The time is currently now at 1:01. Wow. So Kushner elects to let Reed up and keep scoring. He's probably looking for a major decision to up on that team score. Reed looking for an arm drag. Oh, and Ostroff again with the same go behind. He's getting that same look every time, and he's getting takedown after takedown now.
Score now 6-1.
Alex, how important do you think it is to take the team score into account when you're wrestling for your own title?
For me, I found it as wrestle your own match. Don't worry about the team score. But for like Kushner, who seems to be bounds ahead of everybody else, I think Ostroff can look for his own win rather than worry about the team score.
Yeah, it looks like he's really looking for that major station technical fall or pin. As we know, for those who aren't as familiar with wrestling, a technical fall is when you are winning by 15 points or more. A pin is when you pin the guy's shoulder blades to the mat, both of which would end the match. A major decision would be if you finish the match winning by 8 or more. Those would help with the team score and could put Kushner out in a comfortable lead before the rest of the match is
have to do something. He's already been called for a stall warning.
Whistle, that concludes the second period, and we have Kushner with the choice. He's picking bottom, looking to extend that lead. Reed's going to have to make something happen from top. He's looking for a cradle right away. Let's see what he's got. He's broken to a hip with that leg in.
He's trying to, get that deficit back to nothing.
He's riding legs here. He's looking for a power half, trying to put him over. Kushner he's going to have to defend. We're in a scramble here.
He's going to have to pull that leg away from him.
Oh, he's got him on his back. The ref might start making swipes. Let's see what we can do.
Oh.
We're scrambling. Oh, and a reversal for Kushner.
Kushner's now up 8-1.
8-1. So if he lets him up and gets another takedown and rides him out, he's looking at a major decision. Let's see if he likes to do that or keeps working hard on top. Reed hasn't had an answer for him from bottom yet.
Whatever Reed's throwing at Ostroff.
Looks like he's letting him up. Let's see what he does. Reed in on a leg. He stays behind. No change of control.
Doesn't matter what Reed is throwing at Ostroff this match. He's
thrown everything but the kitchen sink and hasn't got much out of it.
He's letting him up.
And he cuts him loose, looking for another takedown.
Minute and a half left in the match. Actually, 55 seconds left.
Yeah, a minute left. He's going to have to get another takedown to get a major. He's looking at it here. Go behind. And he gets the two. He's going to have to ride tough if he wants to get that major.
He's looking at 10-2.
If Reed gets up, it stays at a regular decision. But he hasn't been able to get up without it being Ostroff's decision yet. Let's see what he can make happen here.
Looking for maybe the power half.
Yeah, he's got a half. It's in deep. He's trying to pull him in.
He'll be looking for the pin.
A pin would be huge here for Kushner with the team standing.
How safe would you play it if you were up this large?
I personally would play it safe, but the Kushner coaches are smart. They want their team to win, and they know. And these guys are team players. They want to make it as good for the team as possible. Me personally, I think most important thing to consider is your own win. After that, work on the bonus points. You don't want to get reckless and even lose.
With a final score of 10-2, your 106-pound champion, Max Ostroff.
Ostroff with a convincing win here.
A totally controlled win by Ostroff.
Place winners, please report to the podium on the right. You'll be getting your awards after the 120 finals.
Reed had a good showing, but he'll have to be back for more next year. He's only a freshman, so he'll have a lot to improve on.
All right, what are we looking at with this next match? Moshe Osgood versus Akiva Sokol.
Yeah, so we had a round-robin bracket for the 113, and we have Sokol from Frisch, who's a freshman. He had a dominating freshman season. What Coach Stagg said is he had a more dominating season than any other wrestler in Frisch history as a freshman. So he's looking really good. Another one of the Frisch coaches told me he was voted as the Vogue Man of the Year. So he seems to have a good sense of fashion beyond his singlet. I'm sure you can. I don't have to do it the whole time, But yeah, just come and tell us if there's a switch. Okay, we're ready to get going. We got another Ida Crown wrestler against the first Frisch appearance in the finals. Getting aggressive right away, Sokol in on the leg, looking for the big lift, and he's got the two right off the bat.
Big two up in the air.
Yeah, that takes a lot of strength, especially from a freshman. He looks to have really worked well in the room this season.
looking to take a dominant start to this
Yeah,
match.
going to work right away on top. Ida Crown's really going to have to answer with something if he wants to get out and get back into this match. So Kaz looking for a pinning combination here. He's got a deep half. He turns him over. Ref counting swipes.
Can he hold him there?
He's got to get that chin back. He's got the arm on the other side.
Osgood trying to go back to his stomach.
Fighting tough. He looks like he's almost stuck.
It looks like he's about to get pinned.
Now they have to watch to make. SoCal's got to make sure they don't go out of bounds. It's the worst thing to go out of bounds when you got to go. Oh, there he calls the pin. SoCal is freshman champion for Frisch, and Frisch is out to an excellent start here in the finals.
A very quick pin.
Dominating performance there for SoCal.
I haven't seen his matches yet, but candidate for the
If you are
dominator.
first, second, third, fourth, or fifth
I
from
haven't seen his matches
106,
yet, but maybe a candidate
please
for
report
dominator.
to the trophy table.
Yeah, testing.
I can hear you.
To the podium. My mistake. To the podium. 106, 1 through 5. To the podium.
And he gets lifted up by the Frisch coaches. What an excellent
Everyone
scene.
else, please clear the area around the podium.
What a performance there from Frisch. And you can see those wrestlers are hyped up for SoCal. As a former Frisch wrestler myself, there's nothing better than getting embraced by the team after a big win.
All right, so we're looking at the 120 matches right now. That's Jeremy Katz of Kushner versus Akiva Naimalek of SAR.
So what did you hear about Katz from the Kushner coaching staff?
What I heard about Katz is that he's crazy strong. He is he's a freshman, and he's looking to make a big start to his career.
Yeah, and what I heard about Nyman Licht of SAR is that he actually
I'm
weighed.
sorry, he's not a freshman. He's a third-year wrestler.
At 106, in fourth place from North Shore, Benjamin Pikasov. In third place from Maimonides, Reuven Redlich.
They're announcing the finalists right now.
In second place from Ida Crown, Menachem Reed. And your champion from Kushner, Max Ostrov.
Right now the award ceremony for 106. Again, an amazing performance from Ostrov. Major decision in the finals. No easy feat.
I don't think you'll see a dominating performance like that for a while.
Yeah. So anyways, back to 120. You said Katz is a third-year wrestler.
Katz a third-year wrestler, hasn't taken home first, but is really looking for the win.
Yeah, he was so close last year. He had a big lead in the finals.
Back to the main
Exactly.
match
Gave
for
it up.
120
He's looking for
final.
revenge this year. And Nyman Licht of SAR, I talked to the SAR coaching staff. They said he weighed as little as 110 pounds this season, but he lives for the competition. He doesn't want an easy win. He wants to make his mark. He doesn't want a cheap victory, and he's bumping up from 113 to wrestle at 120 against the best of the competition and a very tough opponent in Jeremy Katz.
He's certain he's going to win this, but
yeah,
if I know anything about
tremendous
Kushner
confidence.
wrestlers, if I know anything about Kushner wrestlers, they're very tough and they're very hard to pin.
Yeah.
Fifth place, 106. Please report to Coach Elman.
So Nyman Licht has to be tremendously confident to bump up a full weight class, especially at these lower weights. 10 pounds is a lot.
Well, they're going to look for a crazy match here because there's no certain winner in this one.
Yeah, from what I've seen is Nyman Licht really goes after it with his shots. He likes to score early, score often, and score the whole match.
Same thing with Katz. We're looking at two very aggressive wrestlers.
Yeah.
Look at a high-scoring match maybe.
We're looking at a potential high-scoring match of the night over here. A lot of fakes right away from Nyman
Figuring
Licht.
out what they want to do.
Katz keeping in good position.
Staying very low to the ground.
Wow. Katz biting on those feints already from Nyman Licht. He's looking to utilize his speed instead of Katz's strength and size.
Oh, he's going for a little...
He's really got that motion. Reminds me of Roman Bravo Young of Penn State.
I know what you mean. Both not sure what they want to do. Maybe jitters of their finals match.
Yeah, Nyman Licht's really looking to set something up with those fakes. He's seeing how Katz reacts to what he does. Katz still standing still, waiting for a tie-up potentially.
A
Those
lot of
Kushner guys
movement.
like the upper body ties.
The ref is going to ask for a lot of action here probably because they haven't done much.
No real attempt yet at a shot. No tie-ups really. They're wrestling from space, which I think favors Nyman Licht, with his speed advantage and smaller size.
But Katz has the length.
Yep, they both are lengthy
If
guys.
he wants to take a shot from a farther distance, that'd be good for him. But they seem very timid.
Yeah, Nyman Licht looks like he's trying to avoid that inside control from Katz. He's keeping those arms back.
The coaches aren't asking for much. They're letting them wrestle the game.
Yeah, the ref's letting them wrestle their match. Let's see who makes the first attempt here. They're tied up. Nyman Licht snapping.
Nyman Licht, they look for a snap down.
Cat standing up straight, maybe looking for a throw there. Nothing.
Cat's not looking for his offense.
And we're over a minute in with nobody making a serious attempt yet. Just a few tie-ups.
You think this was heavyweight?
Oh, there's a shot from Naimlich in deep
Very
on the
deep
leg.
shots.
Trying to finish low, and he gets the.
He gets the two.
Doesn't get two yet. Doesn't call two yet. His hands are down. We got two there. SAR. He's got the leg in, and he's riding tough. Short time. He's only got 20 seconds to ride out. This would be tremendous for SAR.
In regular SAR fashion, double leg, very deep.
Yeah, and he was comfortable finishing from out the back door. You could tell he's been really working on those shots.
A nice
and
break
Cat's
down
broken down flat. It looks like he's not going to get an escape before the period ends. This is a huge end of the first period for Naiman Lich of SAR.
Oh, it seemed to be a very, very slow first period. Naiman Lich takes the advantage very fast.
Yeah, he lulled him to sleep, attacked quick, finished quick. That's the key in the finals at high-level wrestling.
And SAR does it to the best of them.
picks defense.
So let's see if Naiman Lich could ride the way he did at the end of last period. Obviously now he has 2 minutes instead of just 20 seconds, but you could really take a lot of gas out of the tank of a bottom wrestler from on top.
If I'm Cats right now, I'm looking to stand up as fast as possible. I want points on the board.
Yeah, Naiman Lich with the first move. He breaks him flat to his stomach, maybe working for a tilt. SAR wrestlers also known to cut him loose and try to take him down again. Naiman Lich taking his chances on top.
They love their offensive prowess over at SAR.
Yeah, but he's got that rebar tilt. He might be looking to pull him over. He can get that knee in between the hip and the ribs. Trying to put him over. Cat's fighting tough. It looks like he broke that lock.
Cat's looking to stand up here, maybe.
Yeah, Naiman Lich going with that cross wrist roll. Not so common among the Yeshiva wrestling, but Cat's has to watch out for it now. Now looking for that head lever breakdown. Looks like he's been one step ahead so far.
Jeremy Katz has nothing to do against this.
Yeah, he's just trying to keep his base, but he's going to need to do more than that to score here.
Naiman Lich
riding tough.
He's down weight, but he seems to be very strong up on top.
Yeah, looking very physically strong, looking in very good condition. You know he's worked hard this season to get this title. Now Katz looking to fight off a cradle now. He might be in trouble here. If he could get that head to the knee, he's going to be in trouble. Of course, it's not Naiman Lich's hand is not on the right side. It's under the arm instead of over. But he might be able to try to get back points out of here, or if nothing else, just suck some more wins out of Katz and kill clock.
And you have to think about it, Jeremy Katz is very long and lanky.
Yeah, and he's already rode him for well over a minute by now. Obviously no riding points in high school, but it's still demoralizing and preventing Katz from scoring. And with Naiman Lich getting the choice in the third period, Katz is going to really have to make something happen if he wants a chance in this match.
He's really tiring at Jeremy Katz here.
Yeah, looking for a half potentially. Katz not really offering anything back so
look,
far.
Building up to his base.
Oh,
but
chop
he broke him down
breakdown.
again.
Unbelievable top wrestling. So from Naiman Lich, he's looking for a tilt. Nothing there.
Jeremy Katz really defending the tilt well.
Yeah, no way the ref's going to call Naiman Lich for stalling. He's working hard on top for that turn, not just to break him down, not just to keep him down, but to get points. And that's what the SAR wrestlers are known to do.
Now, Jeremy Katz really has to work for a stand-up here. He really needs to put points on the board before the third period.
And that's it. 2 periods up. Naiman Lich 2, Katz 0. Let's see what SAR picks. He's going to pick bottom, trying to build on his lead. Katz is going to have to do something big from top if he wants to get back in this match, or cut him loose.
If you're in this position on top, 2 down, what do you think? Back points?
It depends. If you're confident you could get points from neutral, you cut him loose. Maybe try to catch him on his back while he's sleeping, trying to stand up. But if you think you could get back points, and it looks like Katz thinks he does, you're going to work. And he's got Naiman Lich broken down flat. Let's see if he can work for a turning combination. He's got a power half, and with his superior strength, it might be easier to get on a smaller wrestler.
Jimmy Katz really has to push deep here. And see
yeah,
if
it looks like he's
going
for broke here on top in the third period. Naiman Lich going for a
roll. He's got him up high.
He's got him high. He caught his head. We're scrambling here.
Katz gets right behind him
stays on top. We've got no change of control. Oh, Naiman Lich looking for a reversal here. He's in on a single leg. Looking to catch that second leg. He's got the ankle. Hey, he breaks him down. Looks like Katz might have hurt himself there on the reversal.
Naiman Lich
relentless here on top.
12 left.
Katz looks to have been a little bit rattled from that reversal. Might have hit the mat pretty hard. SAR crowd getting into it. He's got a bar. He might try to reinforce it again from the other side, or just catch a wrist and run it. We've got less than a minute on the clock. Naiman Lich might be looking to close the show. He's got him on his back. He's looking for a fall. I don't know if we counted any back points there. There might not have been any control on the back. Katz really showing some life here from bottom. Let's see if it might be too little too late.
He needs to score.
He's looking to stack him. He's got him on his back. Red counting swipes.
For a pin.
He's hooked that head. Katz is in all sorts of trouble here with 30 seconds left.
He has to head
He's
too
just going to have to
high.
fight off his back.
He needs to keep pushing forward to try to get those 2 shoulder blades on the ground.
And with the team score in the balance, Katz has to work really hard to get off his back to avoid the pin being called.
Diamond Lick needs to keep
Oh,
going
you
forward.
might. That's an illegal figure 4. Not legal in high school. I think it's going to be a penalty point.
3-point near fall, SAR.
Yeah, so
Potentially dangerous. Oh, illegal move, 1 point. Kushner.
yeah, Nyman lift, figure 4 the head, which is legal in college, but in high school wrestling, you could have that head hooked with your leg. You cannot lock with your ankle around your knee and squeeze it. It's dangerous for the bottom wrestler.
Jeremy Katz really needs to go for a roll or something, a big move. He,
So I
needs,
think
he needs the pin.
He's going for a roll.
Granby.
He got caught on his back, though. Nyman Licht looking to close the show once again with short time on the clock.
He's got about 8
Katz
seconds
is still looking
left.
to scramble out of it. It looks like he's not going to get have potentially dangerous.
Looks like Diamond Lick.
And that's it.
120
Diamond
champion.
Lick.
3-point near fall, SAR.
Wow.
120-pound champion.
Major decision winner.
Wow, and he counts out 3, flexing to the crowd, and he picks up a major decision, which is huge for SAR. Really poured on the points at the end. 6 near fall points within the last minute.
We've seen a lot of domination wrestling. We haven't seen a lot of 2 wrestlers at the same level.
Before we continue wrestling, please give your attention to the 113-pound place winners.
Looking to the podium right now for the.
Yeah, so we're going to look at now the place winners from 113 pounds, I believe. And what a performance there from Nyman Licht. Unbelievable.
Dominating performance. Katz did not know what to do.
Yeah, he might have gotten the pin if it wasn't for that illegal hold. I'm sure his coaches will give him some flack for that, but not much else to say about that to him.
And Wittenberg's all about dominating, all right? You need to show from the beginning that you want to win this match.
For sure.
SAR really getting happy up on the sidelines.
From Kushner, Ethan Wolkoff.
You obviously never want to have a close match, especially with the pressure of the crowd.
And your 113-pound champion from the Frisch School, Akiva Sokol.
And there's Sokol, Frisch's first champion of the year. They're looking to build on that in this match. At 126, we got Yehuda Farka. That's right, Farka, not Farkas, last year's outstanding wrestler.
We are underway at 126 pounds.
Farka's trying to show that he's just as tenacious and just as fashionable. The Frisch coach said that he was voted as the Yeshiva League handsomest man of the decade. And he's out. It seems like he's out to an early lead. He got 2 points right away. Now we're scrambling. And Farka remains on top. Gurvich looking for some kind of roll.
2-point takedown, Frisch.
Farka looking to stay on top.
Now, a funny story about Enon. He actually.
Oh, he's looking for a tilt.
Oh my God.
Rolled him through. Couldn't keep him on his back. Yeah, you were saying about Gurvich?
Funny story about Enon. He actually practices with Coach Klein. And
Wow,
they
he's
go
a
back
training
and forth. You don't know. You never know who wins. So he's looking for a big win here with that extra advantage.
Wow,
practicing
and
with
he's
coach.
from a family of Ida Crown wrestlers.
He plays 3rd in regionals this year.
3rd in regionals. Yeah, Ida Crown, I think the only school out of the yeshivas here to go to regionals, and they had a good showing this year. A lot of placers. And now Gurvich in on the leg, looking for a reversal. Farka looking to muscle him back over. He might be in trouble here. He's deep in on the leg. Gurvich is.
Maybe switch
Farka has
to, maybe
cross
switch to a
face here.
double.
Yeah, he has to cut off to that double. The other leg's there. He has to reach around. He's not now on the second leg, but Farka able to get his legs back. High-level wrestling here early in the first period. So Gurvich with 1 point. Let's see who gets the next takedown. It looks like we might have a high-scoring match on our hands here. Both men aggressive right away.
Enon needs to look to score. He's down 1.
120-pound first through 5th.
30 seconds left in the first.
And Alex, early in the match, how urgent do you think you have to be to get back from a lead, or do you think you should wait to be urgent in the third period?
Your first period dictates what their match is going to be. You need to score fast in order to say who you're going to be as this wrestler in this match.
Yeah, and Yehuda looking for a cement mixer here. He might have Gurvich in trouble. He has to step around there, get that left leg into play. Oh! And Gurvich reverses the position. He's in deep, and we got nothing.
No points. Gurvich.
Now Farka really looking for that pin. Really put a lot of juice into it. Let's see if he's able to recover, catch his breath.
Great scrambling by Gurvich.
So far, great scrambling from both men.
Quick shot right off the whistle for Gurvich.
Gurvich in deep on a leg. Farka trying to reverse.
Oh, he gets a far leg
and
goal.
he's got 2.
Well, as the period expires.
Wow. That's how you win tight matches. You got to score late, finish periods on top. You see, both men got a takedown, but Gurvich in the lead because he rode out the end of the period. And Farka maybe sucking some wins after that cement mixer attempt. He's going to have to come back big.
We're two evenly matched wrestlers.
Seriously. Great scramble so far. It looks like Gurvich has the
Farka
advantage when
looking
it
for a
comes to
stand-up.
scrambling, but Farka might have the horsepower advantage. He's trying to kick out of there.
Oh,
There
he
goes.
does.
And we're 3-3.
Tied
We're
match.
tied up in the second period. What a match we have so far. Both men staying low. Both men look to be in good condition. Farka seems to have shaken off that early energy he expended. And let's see who scores here. This next takedown is going to be very important. So, Alex, as you said before, the first period dictates the match, and Gurvich scoring late. How do you think Farka's mind is now, knowing that he gave up that takedown?
I think Farka realized he had to work, so that's why in the beginning of the period, he had a quick stand-up.
Looking for another single leg. Gurvich with a reshot, in deep, both
Deep
legs.
with a double.
Farka's having trouble defending on that. When
But he goes out to the
Gurvich's on two
side.
legs. Farka's got to control that second hand, make sure that Gurvich doesn't get to a lock, and he looks like he's going to score. Farka's still in deep on that whizzer. He's got to get that second leg. Oh.
We're looking at 2
points
for Gurvich. Gurvich, great with
It
the
looks
doubles
like when
today.
Gurvich gets in on that single, he's able to switch to the other leg. Oh, Farka reaching back. Rookie mistake here, and the ref calls an illegal hold.
Potentially
1 point Gurvich.
Farka's really feeling the pressure here.
Yeah, Farka must have gotten a little rattled by giving up that second takedown in a row. Both guys look to be sucking a little bit of wind.
Still plenty of time left in the match, though.
Yeah, but Farka's really going to have to come back after giving up the takedown right at the end of the first and the illegal hold, as well as the takedown in this period. He's got his work cut out. He's going to need a takedown and more after he escapes. With 48 seconds here left, he's definitely going to need an escape. Probably some more to boot. We got a scramble here. Gurvich looking for back points, and we have an illegal hold. What's the ref going to call here?
That's a potentially dangerous. That's 1 point.
1 point on Gurvich. I don't know exactly what the ref called there.
Looked like a full Nelson hold.
From bottom?
I know, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I'm very confused on that call by the ref. I'm sure we'll get
Looking at a
some more info
7-3
on that.
score, is that right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, Gurvich has 2 takedowns.
We're looking at 2
and an
takedowns
escape
ahead.
with,
Gurvich.
with 2 penalty points. Now, you can't give up those penalty points in a match with this kind of high stakes.
Oh, he's looking for a cradle.
Yeah, Farka's going to have to extend that leg.
Oh!
He looked for a big move there, looking to catch the chin and whip him over. We've got short time here in the second period. He really should just focus on getting that 1 point.
Gurvich just not letting up. He has the clear advantage in this match, and he doesn't want to lose it.
And it looks like he's got plenty of gas left. He's not looking so tired here on top and really working Farka. Farka's going to have to make something happen here in the third period. First coach is imploring him to move. He's
Only
looking
got
at the
5
clock
seconds
here.
left in the second. He's trying to get up. Maybe get a point on the board for him. But
Gurvich
Gurvich
able
is
to hold
holding him.
Wow. Big turn of events here in the second period. Gurvich really blew this match open, and he's picking bottom in the third. Let's see if Farka chooses to ride him and try to get back points or the pin, or lets him up and tries to work something from his feet. Very interesting tactical decision here from Frisch. See what they do.
All right, so Gurvich is on bottom. If he scores here, you're looking at a 5-point lead for Ida Crown.
Yeah, and after an early score from Farka, he hasn't really been able to get much done after that. Gurvich really blown this match open. Maybe potentially looking at a major decision. Farka going to give everything he's got here in the third. Looking for a mat return. Gurvich might look for a reversal here. And Farka stays on top. Maybe looking for one of those tilts he looked for in the first period.
He's looking for some back points.
Yeah, Coach Kleiman imploring him to move on top. He's got to get back in this match with 1.5 minutes left in the third. He's going to need at least a set of back points. He might have to look for the pin here, trying to set up a combination of moves.
Gurvich looks to be slowing down, but he built up his base.
Yeah, Farka's going to need to keep him down,
Maybe look
break
for a
him down, and
roll.
maybe go for a half or bar. He had a cross fist earlier, hasn't gone back to it.
Again, 1 minute and 15 seconds left. Farka really needs to push the tempo.
Yeah, he's working hard here on top, chopping the arm.
Oh, looks like
might be looking for another tilt. We've got just over a minute on the clock. Farka riding tough, but will it be enough? If he doesn't score from top here, he's still looking at a loss, even by decision. He's trying to turn him, maybe looking for a cross-face cradle. He's got the tricep. Gurvich escapes that for now, but it looks like Gurvich might be running out of steam here. Farka working all on heart here.
Farka really needs to push the tempo. He needs a score.
Yeah, and he's tenacious here.
Around the edge.
Frisch yelling from both corners. The wrestlers on one side and the coaches on the other. They go out of bounds.
Well, they do have home court advantage here.
Let's see what the Frisch coaches yell to Farka for the last 36 seconds of this match. They're going to need a pin. Coach Stagg saying throw in a half. Sometimes you just have to go back to the basics to win the big matches.
And 36 seconds left. Gurvich up by 4. We need a big
he could get a
move
cradle here.
Oh,
he missed the head. He missed the head.
Oh, he's riding high. Farka's riding very high.
He's still looking to lock that cradle up. Gurvich in on a leg. We're scrambling here, ladies and gentlemen.
Only 20 seconds.
He's got that
left in the
cradle
match.
locked. He might try to suicide roll across. He's got to go for broke here. It looks like he lost his lock.
Gurvich very deep on that ankle.
Yeah, at very least, Gurvich could kill clock here. He doesn't have to stand up to win this match.
10
And the
seconds
ref hasn't
left.
called him for a stall warning yet. Fark is going to have to make something happen. Maybe look for a cement mixer. It looks like we're going to stay here.
Looks like the winner is Enon Gurvich from Ida Crown.
Wow.
Ida Crown best very, very loud.
Gutsy performance by both men. Gurvich from Ida Crown, the victor.
Coach Klein having a very good Wittenberg. Got a ceremony about him. They gave him a plaque right
Yeah,
before
speak
the
about
match
Coach
started.
Klein.
Please give your attention to the podium.
One of the first in the Yeshiva wrestling world.
Yeah, legends of Yeshiva
At
wrestling.
120 pounds.
Unbelievable.
In 5th place of Riel Zuri Shaddai from North Shore. In 4th place from MTA, Benji Deer.
I guess I'll go up for a few matches and we'll just split it up.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
In 3rd place from
maybe-
JC, Avi Cunningham.
You want to like take 2 matches, then you'll come back in, I'll come out.
In
2 matches,
2nd
let's
place
do
from
that.
Kushner, Jeremy Katz.
Heavy guys.
Okay. We'll make
And
sure.
your 120-pound champion, Akiva Navin Lift.
Jake, sign. Nice to meet you. Hi, sorry to be joining late. My name is Jake Stein. I have the pleasure of replacing Freddie Knapp for a little bit
Alex.
as he takes
Alex
Knapp. I'm sorry, forgive me. As he takes a quick break. Right now we're in the 132-pound weight class.
Yeah, and I talked to TABC coaching Coach Ezra Kapitansky about Bach of TABC. He said that he joins late in his freshman year. He's a junior now, but he was 9-2 before Wittenberg, a very solid record, and he's shown consistent improvement throughout this year and his career. Let's see what he has to offer SAR here in the finals.
I'm very curious to see how this match goes. I actually had the pleasure of getting to see a video of these two wrestlers go at it in the regular season.
Oh yeah, what was it
was
like?
a overtime victory by Balk, an extremely gritty match.
Wow.
Dinkovic looked to be a little bit more skilled, but Balk just hung in there the entire
Balk
time.
there in on a shot early. Dinikovic looking to defend. He's got the hand control. Let's see who can get the first takedown. Dinikovic looking for his offense here.
Balk
trying
staying
to hang
stubborn on that leg.
Yep. We might be looking at a stalemate here. Oh, he breaks him down to a hip. Might be looking for a cradle. I know. Balk gets back to his base. Still looking to hold on to that leg.
126, first through
Yeah, it's the
fifth.
near leg
Please
now that's
report
going to be
the podium.
very difficult to spin behind.
First through fifth, 126.
Yeah, you have to clear those hands off your legs before you spin behind. That's Wrestling 101. And Dinikovic has not been able to get Balk's hands off of him. Very, very sticky Balk.
You're right. He seems to be working the body more than the arms. I do not think that is going to get the job
And we got
done.
a stalemate called. Good wrestling so far. Both guys working for their position. Let's see who shoots in this position. Reset and neutral a minute in.
SAR is very dangerous in neutral. It seems every single kid on that team always has a fantastic level change and good follow through. So this is something to watch out for.
And all very well versed in different kinds of finishes, low on the leg, out the back door, or just standard double and single leg finishes. You have to really prepare if you're wrestling an SAR guy.
Very well said. Their variety is dangerous.
For sure. And just like that, Dinikovic in deep on a leg, scores the single leg on the edge. And hustles back to the center of the mat. That's what you want to see from your wrestlers. SAR crowd getting into it. Let's see how Balk rebounds from that takedown. He's going to have to get up.
Typically when I've watched SAR, I've found them to be very balanced on top, but not a lot of offense. They are hard to roll. They are hard to throw. But I rarely see them generate their own turns.
They sometimes work sneaky cradles.
That is true.
With short time left in the period, Balk wants to get out, and Dinikovic is probably just going to look to keep him down with an excellent match. It's always clasped hands. With 5 seconds left, you can't give up a point like that.
That is a bad point to give up this deep in the first period.
Now he was looking at a takedown and ride out, which would be huge going to the second, but 2-1, it's just going to be one more point until Balk could get himself back in this match. Now good ride out anyways from Dinikovic. We're still 2-1. Let's see how Balk comes back in the second period.
Dinkovic came in third as a freshman and then didn't wrestle last year. Now he's back at it and clearly has not lost that much of a step. I believe the match they wrestled earlier in the season was actually Dinkovich's debut.
Wow.
So maybe now that he's shaken off the rust, he can have a little bit of a better
rust
showing.
is definitely a factor coming out from a long time not wrestling.
It looks like Balk has a cross wrist ride he's trying to hold. Oh, sorry, pump handle. He has that far wrist tucked under Dinkovich's legs. Dinkovich is up to his feet.
Looking to
Near
return
the mat.
back down to the mat. Dinkovich breaking the hands. Aggressive top wrestling from Bucks, trying to keep him down, but it might cost him a reversal here.
No change yet.
We got 1 point for Dinkovich. He let him go for a second, but Buck's still on his knees. Dinkovich could get a takedown, and that would be a 3-point swing
back.
there.
His hips are very close to his body. He is in danger.
Oh, and he might be looking for a cradle here. 2 points, SAR. He's really really getting out ahead here.
2-point takedown, SAR.
Dinkovich riding out to the side.
Oh, he looks like putting him on his back.
Almost turns him with a
He's
cross
got that
wrist.
cross wrist very deep. He might have to look for another move here. Maybe a cross-face cradle off that wrist. SAR getting behind the wrestler.
Balk gets his hips up high.
Yeah.
Not in a terrible position.
And with 48 seconds left, he's really going to have to make something happen from bottom if he wants to come back in the third period. Dinkovich just riding tough and riding smart, not letting himself get rolled.
He has been aggressive, too. He is out to the side.
Definitely.
He is not staying on top. He is looking for that turn.
Yeah, nowhere this ref calls him for stalling, especially with Buck not making an effort to go to his feet. And the
We're
ref
getting a
actually
stall
calls
wall
Buck
on
for
green.
stalling. You don't like to see that if you're a TABC coach.
Especially because the last time they wrestled, Balk very much won on his grit. And
Yeah.
to see him stalling in the second period is inconsistent with that
check here
recipe
for these
success.
wrestlers.
You guys are up soon.
With 25 seconds left, what do you think Buck has to do to get up this time?
I think he needs to move his hips more. He doesn't seem to be able to generate vertical movement. He's going to need to work horizontally. Dinkovich is asking for it by riding out to the side so often.
Yeah, and often what you want to see at this high level is people stringing a few moves together. See, Buck was able to get a stand up, but Dinkovich was able to drop to the legs and keep him out of bounds to keep the control on top. And now we only have 8 seconds left. Smart wrestling here from Dinkovich after that error with the clasp in the first period.
And the truth is, I think even without the advantage at the edge of the mat, he would have returned Balk there. He got a leg in
Yeah,
deep.
he was in deep on those 2 legs.
Balk almost made me eat my words getting up to his feet, but nothing came out of it.
But like I said, you're going to have to do more than one move to get back to your feet against a high-level wrestler.
Absolutely. It's all about chain wrestling. At this level, it's all about stringing things together. No one move is going to get it done.
So Buck not being able to escape in the first 2 periods, picks neutral. He's going to want to look for a takedown straight to the back, maybe get some back points or a pin.
It still is a 4-point max. Dinkovich has looked to be a step ahead, but it is not out of reach.
Here. Maybe a drag. Let's see
Working
what he
that
does.
head.
Looking for a reshot. Not in so deep. Pretty shallow. Dinkovich looking to break those hands. Now he could give up the takedown and still be in the lead. He just can't go to his back.
Seems to be working that arm a little tougher than he did in the first period.
Yeah, he's really putting on the pressure when Buck seems to be getting a little tired. Dinkovich looking for a reshot. Nothing there. Good scramble.
One of the first things I look for to see if a wrestler is gassed is, or rather the first 2 things are their quads and their elbows. If their arms are just dangling in front of them, their hands by their legs not doing anything, then they are gassed.
Yeah, and if they start standing up straight, that's how you see it. You often see wrestlers start off really low in their stance. Second period, maybe normal height, and third period, they might be standing up all the way straight. That's a sign of a tired wrestler. It may just be 6 minutes, but unless you've experienced it, you don't know how grueling it is.
Both wrestlers are really running out of steam.
Yeah.
Kudos to them for continuing to hand fight.
Dinkovich might have a grip on the hair. Ref didn't say anything about it. Now we got less than a minute left. What do you think Buck has to do to get himself back in this match?
He needs to set a higher pace. He needs to overwhelm him. Dinkovich is not in a great stance right now.
And he really has to attack. Even if he gets a few fakes together, he might be able to get SAR to start biting on the feints. And here we have a stall call on SAR, but it's not enough for Buck to just get a stall warning. Not even a point yet, and Dinkovich looking to score 2 points.
That was a sloppy shot by Balk, in my opinion. There was no level change. His upper body came forward. You need to see the hips drop on a double
leg. You really got to get under the guy, get a lock under the hips. But Balk was too shallow there, and Dinkovich made him pay. He's working tough on top, and being up by 6, he's probably not going to get a major decision, but it's looking to be a convincing victory here for SAR here at the edge of the mat. And there we go. Dinkovich hyped up. His crowd getting into it.
The SAR crowd is always into it.
Really, really changing the pace of things after an overtime match in the regular season, really setting himself apart from the field.
Please give your attention to the podium for your 126th place winners. In 5th place from TABC, Michael Schwartz.
That was a good showing by Dinkovic. Typical SAR wrestling. Strong and neutral, nothing fancy on the mat. He didn't have a lot of holes in his game for Balk to take advantage of.
Picard.
And SAR is showing why they're the team to beat, possibly.
Joseph Wolkoff. In 2nd place from the Frisch School, Yehuda Farka. And from Ida Crown, your 126-pound champion.
So far, I don't really think any of the wrestlers that we've seen have totally set themselves apart. As a coach with an MOW vote to give, I'm still completely free to be bought. So let's see if anybody else can change that.
I don't have an MOW, but I like cash too. And now here we have maybe the most anticipated match of this afternoon. We've got Elkin of Kushner and Warren of Maimonides. And Warren actually missed just about the entire season. Came back a week and a half ago. Not much practice, but he's coasted to the finals without much of an issue. He's a high-level wrestler. This is his 4th appearance in the finals. He was a champion 2 years ago, and obviously brother of the 4-time champion Shlomo Warren. He's looking to end his career on top, even with the shortened season. And Elkin looking to spoil that for him.
Elkin came in 5th in 132 last year as a freshman, which is extremely impressive.
Warren in right away on the leg, in deep, trying to cut off for the double leg, trying to trip him down, and Elkin with good defense.
Very strong hand defense. He was attacking those
Interesting first
shoulders
exchange.
very well.
Warren in again. Oh, Elkin looked for a big throw. Warren gets 2 points. Very, very smart wrestling there from Warren, knowing where the danger is and getting out of it and scoring in his own right. Wow.
Kushner does not have an off switch.
Yeah.
They go crazy every second.
Elkin's trying to be as dangerous as possible.
And it worked out there. He is moving his hips a lot. He is wild.
Yeah, throwing in legs. Warren on bottom, going to have to work up after that reversal. And Kushner wrestlers, if I had to describe them in one word, it would be dangerous. Kushner wrestlers, you can't leave your head anywhere or else they're going to take it. Oh, wow. And Warren with a 2-point reversal. He's really giving it back to Kushner and hasn't broken flat after that strong leg ride. And now Warren with a leg ride of his own, trying to turn Kushner over. He's got that figure 4 in, which around the leg it's legal, not around the head, as we saw before. And we go out of bounds. High-level wrestling so far, folks.
That was an absolutely gorgeous re-attack from Gabriel Warren. He was not even outside the grip of Hanoch Elkin before he dove right back at those legs and followed through tough.
Well said. And Elkin might be feeling it after that exchange. I saw his stomach moving fast. He might be a little bit rattled, as this is his first finals appearance. As Warren, this is his 4th. He's been here before. And with this spotlight on the mat, with the darkened room, I can tell you that it is nerve-wracking being here in the finals. My senior year is my first time in the finals, and it's very difficult for me to not get too nervous. Warren is a veteran. He's been here before, and he's ready to thrive.
He is running that tight waist really tough.
Yeah, and that'll really take wins out of a bottom wrestler with the tight waist on that hard.
And now he's getting a little bit higher, getting ready to be a little bit more aggressive.
He's got to watch out for that reversal. Kushner's staying ready for that roll. And he should. If I'm Warren, I ride low here on the legs, and he throws in a boot, breaks them down, maybe looking for a turn or more.
And he has that left leg in.
Oh, Kushner looking for a reversal, trying to get that head. Warren too smart.
Great movement by Warren to circle around.
Unbelievable first period. Warren out 4-2. He's going to have to be careful if he doesn't want to get his head caught. Kushner picks bottom again. He wasn't able to get an escape at the end of that period, but as you remember, in the beginning, he got that big reversal. Looks like Warren's going to cut him loose to start the period. He likes his chances better in neutral. He doesn't want to risk getting rolled again.
I like this decision. As you said, dangerous
Oh,
is
and
the
he's
word.
looking for that cement mixer right away off the whistle. Tried to school him there. Warren's still out in front. Elkin trying to make him pay with a reversal attempt here. In on the legs.
Warren is attacking the thigh.
Oh, he's got his hands locked. Oh, Warren rolled through. Veteran wrestling there with that leg pass. Trying again. He might be in danger here. Kushner in on his legs. He's coming forward right when I thought he was tired at the end of that first period. He's really coming after Warren. And obviously, with just a week and a half of your season, conditioning may be a factor here. Let's see if Warren's able to keep his lungs under his control. Getting back to the center of the mat. That's what you like to see. Get back to the center of the mat, get in deep on a shot, looking to cut off for this to the second leg.
And he finishes.
And he scores. Beautiful wrestling there from Warren. Elkin gave him all the hips he could, but it ultimately wasn't enough. Now hooking the leg is very smart against the bottom wrestler who might go for a roll because it limits the bottom guy's mobility on either side of the roll.
Right. And notice how he has that inside leg hooking the ankle rather than the outside leg.
Yeah, the outside leg is a little more risky. Easier to score from there, but also easier to get reversed. I think Warren's wrestling very smart, riding low and riding safe. You see his hands are by the legs, not on Elkin's sides where he could pull them under, and he cuts them loose again. And right in on the legs again, taking away all concerns for conditioning, it seems like.
He has a 2-on-1
He's in deep on that high crotch. That's been his go-to shot so far. And he's close to scoring again. Elkin whizzing hard, trying to step over.
Still no change.
We're scrambling here.
Warren has the head. Both wrestlers are in danger.
We don't have no. Wow, looks like Elkin with a takedown. Warren in trouble. Elkin looking for back points.
He's trying to suck him back.
No back points it looks like, but 2 points on the takedown.
2-point back point, Kushner.
Oh, he
and
gave
Elkin
him 2
has
back
a left
points.
boot in.
So when Warren seems to be breaking away in this match, Elkin takes the lead, 8-6. That's what we got on the board. Let's see if they edit it.
132, first place through fifth place. Please report to the podium. You'll be up soon.
I would love some clarification on that scoring.
Yeah, I don't know how they called that, how it was 8-6.
From where I'm standing, that looks like 1 2-point takedown for Elkin.
Yeah, I didn't see any back
scramble.
points there. But let's see, if Warren could get a quick escape and a takedown, he'll be back in the lead. Oh, man. Look to a reversal there. Red with a stall warning. Wow, and even though Kushner had the full season, he's slow to get back to the center. Warren's looking to mount a comeback here with 1:50 left in this match.
The referee did not like to see the Kushner wrestler push Warren out of bounds there. He wants to see a genuine
Yeah, and if you could get away with it, you could keep a guy underneath you when you push him out of bounds, but you can't make it too obvious. Warren there with a quick escape. Elkin in on the legs. Warren trying to defend again, but he's in deep. Oh, he loses it. Looking for a crossface, trying to get the 2. We're scrambling here. Huge scramble. Warren looking to mount his own offense, but Elkin's still in on the leg.
At this point, I believe Warren should be changing directions. His right leg.
Oh, he switches directions.
And he does.
We're all kinds of tied up. Pretzels here on the mat.
Aggressive.
Got the cut, and he gets 2. Warren takes the lead with 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the third period. We got a high-scoring match. Let's see if Elkin has anything to give back from on bottom.
And Warren throws a leg in.
Now Warren's got to wrestle smart here. If he gets up as an escape, we'll be all tied up, and we may go to overtime. But if Elkin gets a reversal and ride out, he's looking at a lead here. But Warren on the side, Elkin broken down. Let's see what happens here. He's looking to suck him back, looking for a reversal. Oh, and we're escaped. We tumble out of bounds. We're all tied up, less than a minute left. 9-9. Let's see who wants it more.
Wow.
Unbelievable wrestling we have over here.
Warren lost on a last-second reversal to
He's
even
looking to not let that happen again. With less than a minute left, he's the one moving forward. He's going to look for that high crotch again. It looks like whoever's been the guy on the legs is the one winning. Warren in on both legs. He's in deep, looking for the score. He's got 2. With 25 seconds left, Elkin's going to have to get a reversal or something else quick. He's broken to his belly. Warren riding tough. Let's see what either of them could do with only 15 seconds left on the clock. It looks like Warren's got a bar. He's looking to suck him back. He's got to wrestle smart here. He can't give up a reversal.
On the exact same sequence that just 15 seconds ago he gave up an escape, he managed to circle behind.
A last-ditch effort, but what a match. Leaving all doubts behind, Gabriel Warren with an unbelievable performance. Unbelievable match here at 138 pounds.
That was a very high-paced match. I'm not sure there was a single sequence won by the defender. I believe everyone who took the first attack in that match ended up scoring.
And that comes to teach you young wrestlers. Whoever's in on the legs more is the one scoring more. And Gabriel Warren really showed how he could get in on the legs. He could go 6 minutes, even with only a week and a half of practice.
And to win a barn burner after losing one last year must feel very nice.
Unbelievable. Redemption hero from Maimonides.
Coming up, we actually have, in my opinion, what is one of the most interesting weight classes of the tournament. 145 only had 7 kids in it this year, but almost all of them are former placers.
Wow. Danny Dinkovich.
I just want to take 70, 82, and 220 because those are fresh guys. So if you want, you can take over the rest of them except for that. And Jake Nussbaum signing out for the next little while. I'll be back at 170 for the next first finalist. Here comes Alex Knapp.
Thank you for your time, Jacob. Right now we have 145, Jacob Elstein versus Mayor Cohen of Kushner and Ida Crown, respectively. Jacob Elstein very well might be the single wildest wrestler I've ever watched in this league. If Mayor cannot stay smart and work his positioning, then he is in big trouble. If this becomes a contest of athleticism, Kushner will certainly come out on top.
And all Kushner wrestlers are very athletic, very, very, very strong.
And he pancakes him right away.
He's looking for a quick pin. He's at the edge. He's looking for a pin. But it looks like they're going to go out. Oh, they fight inside.
And he has him in a head and arm position.
Looking for a pin. Swipes are coming out.
Serious danger.
Elstein, right?
Good bridge by Cohen. Let's see if he can get that left arm through and back onto the mat.
Elstein in control this match.
This all started off with a very good shot by Cohen. Elstein's core strength was just too much for Cohen to finish through.
Elstein's riding tough on Cohen. He needs to look to stand up. He needs to put some points on the board.
I've seen Elstein wrestle quite a bit in his time in this tournament, and typically top has been the place to get him.
That's what I've heard.
When he is on top, he tends to open up. We're in another head and arm position, and Elstein is going to win that every time. He is just too athletic.
Looks like he's going to go out. I don't know if he's going to get the pin here. Oh, he got it!
On the edge of the mat.
Wow, a very quick pin for Jacob Elstein. Another crazy match for Kushner.
He is a tremendous athlete, as is almost everybody on that squad.
I mean, that's the story of Wittenberg this year.
Get to the podium. You guys are up.
That's the story of Kushner this year. They have 8 finalists. They've wrestled tremendous. They look to take the crown this year.
In 5th place from Ida Crown.
And now we have 2 defending champions. Max Yarconi, I believe, won 160 weight class last year. Seems to have dropped down to 152. Ray Goltz, who won the 145 weight class, actually beat Jacob Elstein. In my opinion, was robbed of the most outstanding wrestler award. Yehuda Farkas, also very deserving, won it over him. And they have met in the middle after Goltz has bumped up for 145 and Yarconi has cut for 160.
From Kushner, Hanoch Elkin.
When I've watched Goltz, his positioning has been exceptional.
And
he does not. He will concede the takedown if he takedown. He does not surrender it.
Let's take another second to talk about Warren. 4 finals appearances, tremendous match, only 11 days back, and he took home a tremendous finals win.
11 days back is astounding. I did not know that until...
That's a crazy number.
Absolutely crazy number. I did not know that until Jacob mentioned it.
And his brother, Shlomo, another Hall of Famer.
Absolutely. Honestly, my MOW vote is still up for sale. I gave it to Ray Goltz last year. Let's see if he can convince me to do it again.
Who are you thinking this year so far from what you've seen?
I need to mull it over a little bit more. Gabriel Warren looked very, very good.
Right, I know. That's who my pick is right now.
I thought Akiva Nyman looked good. He was probably the second best wrestler so far.
I think the fact of his story behind the wrestling also takes a part of it.
The truth is, I have not seen a wrestler with enough depth to their game yet. Warren was relying completely on athleticism and instinct. Golden deep on a shot.
1 through 5 at 145.
He has that near leg with his right hand. Yarconi is working that ankle tough.
Yarkoni, another Kushner wrestler. Kushner with quick 2 points here. A minute and a half left on the first period.
Yarkoni has that near wrist tight. He's looking for a pump handle, trying to pass the wrist under Goltz's legs.
Goltz needs to look to put some points on, but Yarkoni is riding very tough. I would expect maybe a quick pin in this period.
Well, if Goltz has the depth in his game that I believe he does, I don't think that will happen. But I do think that Yarkoni is wrestling a much more conservative match than I saw out of Elstein last year against Goltz. And that certainly is the way to do it. Great job hand fighting on the mat by Goltz, sitting on his hips and breaking those wrists off of him to get up to his feet and get a 1-point escape.
A lot of power coming from those legs. Oh, a quick shot by Goltz.
And he
look at his
had him on his back,
position.
but got rolled through.
2-point takedown, Kushner.
Yarkoni comes up with the 2 points in that crazy scramble.
Just after having me sing his praises about how fundamentally sound he is.
He goes and pulls a crazy move like that.
Exactly, got a little bit aggressive. He was in deep on a shot and then got to a seatbelt position. Could have just turned the corner and got 2 points. Went for the
Goltz
throw
looking
instead,
for another
and it did not
stand-up.
work.
His bottom game is showing to be very good. And he's deep in on a knee.
He's got that far knee.
And they're going to go out of bounds. There's about 4 seconds left in the first. The score is 4-1. Yarkoni's up. He looks to be dominant in this match. Goltz needs to show his offensive game. He needs to put some points on.
I always tell my wrestlers, if you're on bottom and you can manage to face your opponent, then you have probably are in a pretty good position. Goltz did a good job of that there, but didn't get to finish.
Totally agree.
Yarkoni's hips seem to be giving him trouble.
First period's up. What are you looking for in this second period from Goltz?
I need to be convinced that he could finish a shot. He's gotten 2 good looks, but Yarkoni has just had hips of steel so far.
I think
it hasn't even been hand fighting.
1 through 5, please report to the podium.
Yarkoni needs to play a little conservative. He's up in the lead. Still work, but he's at the advantage here. He needs to realize that.
Honestly, this is where I expect to see the technique of Goltz come into play on top.
Yeah, I heard he's amazing on top this year.
I expect him to get very creative.
Maybe
with
looking
those
for a
wrist rides.
bar.
Looks to be riding pretty tough so far.
Oh, he's looking for a bar.
He has that arm hooked out behind Yarkoni. That is very
Make sure
tough.
not to do it too high.
He's trying to work onto the far
Oh,
arm to grab
Yarkoni's getting up, and he gets these. He gets a stand up. That's 5-1 for Yarkoni. Oh,
Another
nice shot by
shot.
Goltz. Oh! Goltz on his back. Yarkoni's got him on his back.
Now he is in serious danger.
Oh, Goltz. It's a lot of scrambling in this fight. Yarkoni is not giving up anything.
So they're calling that 1 2-point sequence. They had no change on the loss of contact there. I happen to
7-1.
agree with that officiating.
Goltz, another stand-up. We need to see some offense from Goltz. Oh! Yarkoni getting in these cement mixers.
Goltz has got into a lot of good positions, but the athleticism of Yarkoni seems to just be too much. The upper body
You can
strength.
see the strength on Yarkoni.
Absolutely.
Deep shot in by Goltz. Looked at the. We're looking to maybe score on this 2 here. There's about 30 seconds left in the second period.
He has that near leg in really tight. I think if he gets his left leg up, he'll be in a great spot.
He needs to finish this. He needs the 2.
And he does finish it.
At a crown with a 2 points. So
He's working that near side
7-4
cradle.
now. Maybe looking for some quick points. There's about 5 seconds left on the clock in the second. Only 1 more period left in this match. All right, so we're looking at the third. I think we're in agreement here that Goltz needs to score here. He needs to show some real shot taking.
And Goltz chooses bottom.
Oh. Maybe looking for another stand-up?
I would think so. I would think he's trying to get right back to his feet and then tie with a takedown. He did attempt to stand up off the whistle. Yarkoni did a good job of returning him.
Yarkoni's doing a great job on top, though.
That he is. But Goltz stayed heavy on
Not
his hips
enough.
and worked up to his feet.
Goltz with another stand-up.
And now we are within a takedown. Goltz can tie it up with a takedown. Yarkoni is inside control.
It's
He's
7-5. Oh. Just finish it. 2 points for Yarkoni. It's officially to a 4-point lead.
there.
The strength, the athleticism of Yarkoni is really showing here in the third. Oh, he's got him in a pinning position. Will he finish it? He will.
That was an extremely impressive showing by Yarkoni.
Yarkoni really showed him on all facets.
Golds opened up a little bit at the end. You have to when you're down late, but Yarkoni was right there ready for it.
In fourth place from Westchester, Rafael Christofi.
I'm extremely impressed by the balance of Yarkoni throughout that match. There were a couple of sequences where you didn't know who would end up on their back, but it seems everyone went to Yarkoni.
All right, so in this 160 match coming up, we're looking at Jory Dresner from Kushner versus Akiva Grossman of Maimonides.
From Ida Crown, Mayor Cohen.
Right now they're handing out the trophies.
And your champion, Jacob Elstein.
Maimonides has quietly been one of the more successful teams of the last 3 or 4 years or so. They
slowly building up a good group of wrestlers.
Absolutely. They have a middle school program feeding into their high school, which has been huge.
The fact that they're out of town is the only reason to look down upon.
You are a firm believer in the tri-state area bias?
Yes, I am, from being a part of the tri-state area and having the bias.
They always have a small squad, but always seem to have at least 1 or 2 guys in the finals, always have a bunch of guys placing.
Now, I heard from the Kushner coach, Joy Jester, is really looking for a win here. He's played very aggressive all year, and he's had a great season. Looking at some intense hand fighting here.
Schwartz has firm inside control. Now Dresner was inside for a little bit before the wrestlers broke apart.
Both really hand fighting, looking to see what they can get. Maybe looking for a shot here.
These wrestlers are working very aggressively upstairs after not seeing that much tying up in earlier matches. And Schwartz comes in on a shot from
Dresner,
space.
Great sprawl by Dresner. And they're going to go out of bounds.
That shot from space will need to be set up better than that. That was not particularly close. Although Dresner's feet do seem to be a little bit vulnerable. If you watch his feet, they're coming in forward a little bit. They are exposed, so let's see if that leg attack from Schwartz becomes an issue throughout the match.
Doesn't seem to be a lot of action here in the first period. Maybe jitters from the finals match of Wittenberg.
Dresner is working that 2-on-1 on the arm very well. Almost snaps his opponent down to the mat. Now he's in a front headlock.
But great sprawl by Dresner. Are you looking for a snap down?
Now he's attacking the leg.
He's got a leg.
It's a 2-point takedown.
2-point takedown, Kushner.
A very clean one at that.
Points. For a short time here. Grossman needs to stand up. Maybe get the point on the board. Oh.
I'm sorry, have I been saying Schwartz? It's Grossman. Dresner got 2 points there for a near fall, working that cross wrist tilt. Very well done.
So we're looking at a 4-point lead here for Dresner.
152 place winners, 1 through 5. Please report to the podium. 152, 1 through 5.
Green has selected bottom. Not much momentum on that stand-up attempt. Dresner kept him down with relative ease. And now working that cross wrist again.
Dresner right and tough here.
He's working for that same tilt.
Yeah, worked before.
Grossman seems to have a little bit more weight on his hips now than he did before. Gonna make that tilt a little bit harder.
Grossman trying to work up. Maybe get a stand-up. Working up to a snare.
And he
on the
gets
edge.
It.
He's getting the swipes. Out of bounds.
But not before getting the 2-point near fall. On that same successful tilt. Very nicely done. Dresner continues to look very solid on top. He's now working a wrist ride, driving his forehead into the armpit of Grossman while holding that wrist extended.
Playing very calmly. He knows he has the advantage in this match.
And he has that cross wrist ride again. Let's see if he works for that same tilt.
Trying to put points on the board for him and his team. He's already up 6-0. He's trying to look for the major decision.
He is just absolutely owning Grossman's wrists.
Grossman needs to look for something. Oh, maybe a stand-up here.
And Dresner is right back down to that 2-on-1. Uses it as a mat return. And he's rolling through to his left for the same tilt.
Isn't able to get it.
Grossman seems to have adjusted. He knows that tilt is coming and rolled right through.
Dresner playing a very tough top game. Switching from the tilt to maybe a pinning position.
He has that cross wrist ride again, 2-on-1 on the left
Grossman
arm
needs
of
to
Grossman.
work. Maybe he's going to get a stall calling if he doesn't keep working. He's looking for a stand-up here, Grossman. Is he going to get it? He turns. Does he get it before the time? He doesn't. It's 6-0 in the third. Grossman needs to show something here. Now I know why the Kushner coaches were very pleased by Joey's performance this year.
Kushner is extremely dangerous on bottom.
They always are.
Although Joey seems to have wrestled a much more conservative match than I usually see out of Kushner.
152, 1 through 5. Please be prepared to go up on the podium.
He's working that cross race on top.
Be looking for a cradle here. Trying to break him down. Joey's keeping a strong base. Maybe looking for a stand-up. They're working towards the edge here. Joey needs to work, or he's going to get a stall call maybe.
And now he has him broken down flat.
I mean, there's about 1:20 left. Grossman needs to put some points on.
And now Grossman is working for the same 2-on-1 tilt that Dresner has been working for. Although a tilt is not going to cut it at this point of the match. He needs a turn. He needs to look for a pin.
You need a pin here. 1 minute left on the clock.
And that's a stall warning on Dresner.
On Kushner. You think even with the stall call,
He has
he's
that
up
armbar
6.
deep. Well, the first one is just a warning, but Grossman has that armbar very deep.
Dresner
and he has
trying
that
to
wrist
fight
and
it
he's
off.
circling around.
Oh. Dresner breaks out of it.
But he's right
Grossman,
back in it.
He needs to look for a pinning combination. There's only 30 seconds left on the clock.
And Dresner
Oh, he
does a great
stands
job.
up. Kushner is up. Dresner looks very tired here.
I always tell my wrestlers, if you're caught on an armbar, you have to circle away from
Oh,
it.
good double leg by Grossman.
And a chest wrap defense by Dresner.
Wow.
He is in
10
deep, and he
seconds
has
left on the
points on the
clock.
board.
Kushner.
9-0. Dresner is going to get major decision. And this looks like the match. Kushner with another win.
Your champion, Joey Dresdener.
That third period to me was more impressive than the rest of the match for Dresner.
At 152 in 5th place from JC, Yitzi Lowe.
Dresner did a great job of defending
In 5th place
that second
from
armbar
SAR,
attempt from Grossman, got his escape, and then late in the match with Grossman opening up in desperation was easily able to take him down.
From MTA, Yehuda Silberfarb.
Sometimes the hardest and most grueling thing in wrestling can be holding on to a lead.
In second
That is
place
true.
from
You
Ida
never
Crown,
wrestle on your heels.
Ray
I've seen even in the Olympic levels, people think they have a safe lead and they start trying to just nurse that lead instead of continuing to put points on the board, and it never ends well.
We even saw Jordan Burroughs in the World Championships in the summer. He was up on Sidikov late, but had a little bit of a lapse and gave up a step out with a second left because he was going defense mode. Sometimes offense is the best defense, and if you keep shooting, you keep yourself in the offensive position and won't let the ref get involved.
Absolutely, and it's even more ironic with a wrestler as famous for his pace as Jordan Burroughs.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what he could do in April in the trials, and then maybe this summer in the Olympics. Obviously, this is folk style, not freestyle, but some of the same things apply. By the way, Jake Nussbaum back on the call. Alex will be back.
160, first through fifth. Please report to the podium. You guys will be up shortly.
So with Amos of Frisch coming up, I just want to give a quick shout out to all the people who are watching from maybe Israel or other places far away. I know a lot of former Frisch wrestlers and coaches and managers are watching now. So big shout out to them. Big shout out from people all over the world watching, wherever you are. Your support helps, the YWA. And here we have Amos of Frisch, 170. He's known to be tenacious, and the coaches say he loves hitting that dump. You know, one dump and you could get 5 points on the board right away. Let's see if he goes for that off that inside tie. He's changing levels quick.
You're right. That is a good level change. He looks
and
like
he's
he might
pushing
have a
forward
dangerous
strong.
shot.
Looking like DeSanto out there. Shot here from Maimo. Almost looking to break the hands. Maimo getting in deeper. And he gets a quick two. Good finish there from Berlo. Almost back up to his feet, trying to stay in bounds where he could get the escape. Joseph of Maimo might be trying to take him back out of bounds, and he's getting called for a stalling. Good call from the ref. You can't pull a guy out of bounds. If it happens, and you'll reset. But you can't be forcefully trying to drive him out of bounds to get a restart.
He did look to have some good positioning on that attempted mat return. Almost got the escape, but
yeah, almost looking for that escape, and Burla paid with it for the stall warning. Let's see if he gets another, it'll be a point, but if not, it'll have been good tactical decision. Now he breaks Amos down right away this time. Amos looking to get out. He's got plenty of time, but let's see if he can make something happen. So far, it's been Maimonides who's been the offensive wrestler.
Amos is back up to his feet.
Yeah, trying to break the hands. They're going towards the edge. Let's see who's got the upper hands, and Amos an escape. Burla rack on the shot right away. Looking aggressive here. The ref calls it activity, and we're back to the center.
That was an aggressive re-attack.
Yeah, both guys looking to be sucking a little bit of wins. They walk back to the mat, to the center slow.
And now you're seeing exactly what I spoke about earlier from Burlov. His hands are hanging out a little bit below his waist. You do not want to see that.
This early in the match, you would imagine when you see that they're able to come back because it's more lungs than it is fatigue of the muscles. We'll see who could get the upper hands here late in the first period.
That is a very astute distinction. There's a huge difference between cardio and muscle fatigue.
Wow, and there Burla from Maimo with another takedown late in the first period. Amos is going to need an escape here late if he wants to get back in the match in the next period. Looks like he's not going to. He's broken flat, not making an effort to get back to his knees.
Burlov is really working that head heavy, driving his forearm into it, now moves to a wrist ride. Burlov finished that second double leg even cleaner than the first one.
Yeah, finished with authority.
And now he has that gable. He has that wrist locked up behind Amos.
Yeah, and even if he doesn't score from it, that's an important ride out. To be up 4-1 going into the second, that's a hard lead to come back from with 2 periods left.
It is so hard to stay mobile when your wrist is on your back like that.
Yeah. First call to action is get that wrist back to where you want it. Worry about other things later. If you get up to your base with the wrist on your back, you can give up back points or more.
Burlov's footwork is a little bit sloppy. He's crossed his ankles on more than one occasion in neutral right now.
Almost not able to capitalize yet. Burlov actually picking neutral. He figures he could get another one of those double legs low. Oh, he gets in deep this time. Almost trying to scramble. He's looking a little bit better than the last shot, but it looks like Burlov's going to cover and get 2. He's up 6-1 early in the second period. He might be looking at a major decision here. Amos is going to have to do something big to get back in this match. He might have to get back points off of a shot.
That double leg is absolutely overwhelming.
Something else, and
Amos.
he shoots it low, makes it easier for him to clasp his hands and harder for Amos to scramble. It looks like he wants to scramble on those legs, but if your legs get caught from under you, there's not much scrambling you could do.
I'm very impressed by the finish because he doesn't seem to be continuing his forward momentum. It seems to be a mostly upper body generated finish on that double leg.
Yeah, good point. Now Amos again looking for an escape. Oh, lift attempt there from Burlov, and he gets him back down. That's taxing on both men for that kind of mat return.
And after Amos was able to get to his feet with ease early on in the match and even escape with ease, now Burlov seems to be much more successful on top.
Yeah, it's very disheartening to be lifted up in the air and mat returned like that. Amos is going to have to do something big to get an escape with 47 seconds left in the period. It's his choice next period, but he might not be able to choose bottom since Burlov's been able to ride him so tough. And being down on points, you're going to have to score early and often in the third period. Might have to choose neutral. Now, Amos has his head up here. He's in a better position than he was before. Now back up to his knees. But Burlov hooked that leg and got him back to his belly. We've got 30 seconds left in the second period. And we have a very impressive ride from Maimonides.
And he has that gable out again. He's been working that wrist all match.
The refs have been the ref has been calling those hammer locks very quickly on the potentially dangerous. I happen to disagree. I think you have to wait until it goes past 90 degrees. But here the ref didn't call anything, which I'm in favor of. I'd rather them keep wrestling.
I agree. Almost got up to his feet again, so it seems he still does have a little bit of a step up in this
and
position.
not seeming to breathe so hard. He seems to have slowed it down. But Burlov not letting that early stall warning pay, as he has not taken his foot off the gas since early in the first period. And another big mat return there for Maimonides.
Almost had a very good opportunity to get 1 point there, but couldn't quite get enough separation. And Burlov was able to re-attack and bring him straight back to the mat. Very well done.
And like we've been saying this whole stream, at the highest level, you're going to have to string more than 1 or 2 moves together to get up and out. It's all about getting that first move and then countering the counter to the counter. And Burlov with a strong ride to end out the second. Frisch is going to have to do something big to come back into this match. They're looking at a 6-1 deficit.
And Frisch picks top.
Frisch selects offense.
And top is in a position that we've seen this because Burlov picked neutral in the second period. Amos might have something up his sleeve that Burlov might not be expecting. Maybe it's a cradle. Frisch is known for those cross-face cradles. And he goes for it right away. He might be high up there, but he breaks them down. Let's see if he's able to capture that tricep and get the head to the knee.
And he is working for that cradle, just as you said.
Yeah, when you're strong enough, you don't have to set it up. But it looks like Burlov is able to extend his body. Amos might have to switch to a different move here. But he's got a tight grip on the neck. Let's see if either who's able to capitalize. He looks to throw in a leg, broke into his hip, and he's able to recover. He's looking for a half. Burlov smartly looking the other way. He doesn't want to give up a half this late in the match after such an impressive performance in the first 2 periods. Amos riding tough, maybe looking to set up another cradle off of the half threat. That'd be a better way to get the cradle. He's up to his feet, looking to escape. Oh, and he gets out.
And that is a huge escape.
And again on that low double, Amos with a chest lock.
But it does not work.
No points on exposure in folk style. Burlov with a 2-point takedown. And he's looking at a major decision here in the third period. He's going to let him up. Very interesting. Now he's only up by 7 points.
Well, he has been dominant in neutral so far.
Very true. He's been getting to that low double leg over and over, and almost not much on that shot. Let's see if he's able to get in on a deeper entry. Maybe getting from that tricep tie that he likes to get a dump to his back. That maybe his only chance left in the 35 seconds we have left in the match. Oh, another double leg from Burlov. He's putting on a clinic here.
Absolutely disappeared from view there.
Really. Very quick. Gets in deep underneath the hips.
And he's cutting him again.
Now Amos here looking for a reversal.
Will have none of it.
He might have it. He gets a reversal, looking for a cradle with 13 seconds left. He's really still going after it. He has not given up. Burlov on full defense mode here. He could afford to give up another stall call. He may not have the major, but he needs to hold on to the win. And it looks like it's too little, too late.
11-4. Your champion, Joseph Burlov.
Gritty performance there for Amos at the end, but it was Burlov who dominated the match from pillar to post, and with those double legs, Amos did not have an answer.
Please give your attention
to the podium. It appeared to be relatively even on the mat, but Burlov was just too dominant in neutral.
In 5th place from MTA, Moshe Kalu.
I think red. I think it's red.
I'll be taking a short break and returning the mic over to Alex
Landman Fagelson. In 3rd place from SAR, Jacob Burstein. In 2nd place from Maimonides, Avraham Grossman. And your champion from Kushner, Joey Dresdener.
Alex, good to have you back on the mic.
Thanks for having me. All right, for the 182 matches, we got Yitzi Parrott of Kushner.
Both guys coming out aggressive.
Wow,
Parrott on the
Kushner.
shot, and he gets
Good
a takedown.
shot.
early.
Takedown, Kushner.
Now it looks like he's going for a cross-wrist tilt right away.
170 pounds, 1 through 5. Please report to the podium. Y'all will be up shortly.
Like his
Surprised
Kushner
Morrison there early.
predecessors.
He's sitting out, looking to get the head, trying to escape.
And this is where we really see the bigger wrestlers start to come into the mat.
Yeah, but these two are quick. They look like 113 guys out there.
And that's what you like to see.
Certainly. Now, Parrott looking for that half Nelson. Morrison fighting it tough. He's got to look away.
Parrott riding really tough, but Morrison looking for a nice
He came out
stand-up.
like a house on fire. And he's already put a tough ride on Morrison so far. Not what Morrison's used to seeing.
Minute
He's been
left.
dominant all
Looks like they're
season.
going to go out of bounds here.
And Morrison probably looking for a fresh start. He's got to get his head together and get a quick escape and try to maybe score again before the end of the period. He's got a minute left.
Still plenty of time left on the clock. Morrison can get himself back together, come up with a game plan to stop Parrott. And he looks very strong, very
Unbelievable.
aggressive.
And he's riding tough, looking for that wrist, and not just trying to ride, trying
You
to
can tell
turn.
the athleticism on this man.
Certainly. And
Oh,
he's
looking for
that
a half,
Nelson.
baby. He's going to
got
ride
deep.
it.
Morrison
Oh!
stands up. He's fighting hard.
Oh,
Might be looking for a
Morrison,
reversal here.
very hard fought.
Parrott awarded 2 back points.
2-point near
Morrison
fall,
trying to scramble
Kushner.
out. He's getting
1
his
point
escape.
escape, Frisch.
Morrison looking
Morrison
to be
looking for a
much
shot
more
right away,
aggressive.
hugging that arm. Wow. Very, very aggressive.
What
from
a great
Kushner.
turn of
Even
events
after
here.
He gives up the point on that scramble. He goes right back to it and almost scores on the edge. But that out of bounds line has something else to say.
Morrison looking unfazed here.
Yeah, he still looks calm. He probably wants to get his takedown of his own before the period ends.
It's 4-1.
Stuffed on that double leg shot. Kushner caught that underhook. And what they teach you the first day of practice, keep those elbows in when you shoot.
Yes, tennis balls in the elbows.
Yep. Now let's see, we've got 15 seconds left. A takedown here for either man could be huge. Morrison down on a deep shot.
Oh, great
he finished
shot.
the double. Maybe straight to his back.
He got some airtime there.
Kushner reverses. And he's got Morrison in trouble.
Maybe looking
Morrison
for a
trying to
pinning
limp him out of it.
position.
Maybe a reverse of his own,
He
but it
can't
looks
lock
like it's
those.
too late.
He can't lock those feet. We saw earlier that happened.
2 near fall.
Wow, and the difference in the first period, the near fall for Kushner. Morrison out in a bit of a hole early in this match.
Very high scoring match, 8-3. Parrott's looking very dominant in this first period.
Wow, a 5-point deficit just in the first period.
Red defers.
So we're going to see Kushner pick. Let's see what he does.
Looks like they're picking bottom.
Green picks
Want to
bottom.
extend this lead.
Yeah, extend the lead 1 point at a time. Morrison maybe looking for one of his signature cradles or tilts to get himself back in this match. Let's see what he's got. Looking for a wrist right away. Maybe that tilt I was talking about. He likes that cross wrist roll series with the rebar tilt. You can go one way or another. Very dangerous combination.
Doesn't look like Parrott's has given him much.
He's got his head down though, trying to at least just stave off from points right away.
Looks like they're
He's in a
pushing the out of
comfortable
bounds.
lead.
Oh,
Morrison
Parrott's
got
got
that
on
rebar.
free.
He might be looking to roll him over. He has to watch that out of bounds line.
He's very close to the out of bounds. Looks like they're going to call it if he goes any farther.
Yeah, it looks like he has to roll through on the other side if he wants points, but he might not have it deep enough. The ref might...
Parrott's is signaling to his neck.
Morrison has to be aware of where he is on the mat. He had that tilt ready to go, but drove him out of bounds.
170, 1 through 5. Please.
Parrott still has the 5-point lead.
Tough ride so far here from Daniel Morrison.
Morrison's the
But
one that
he's
needs to
gonna
look,
have to
score. Oh,
Yeah.
Parrott's quick stand-up. Can
Morrison
he
might
break
be
the
looking for a
lock?
standing- Oh, big
great mat
there.
return.
He's going to need more than that if he wants to get himself back in this match, down by 5.
Parrott's
He's
did a
looking for
great
back
job
points,
during the mat return, getting himself back up to his base right when he got to the mat.
and he's looking for that wrist once again. Going to try to roll him over with that tilt. He has a little bit more space
He's broken
now.
down. He's on his stomach. Oh, looking for a roll through.
He's in trouble here, though. He got
looks
caught.
to be a scrambling
Maybe
position.
The same position as before. Kushner catches him
Oh!
on the back. What a reversal there from Kushner.
Looks like
Kushner
Kushner could be looking for a pinning move here.
He's close to being stuck. Plenty of time left on the clock.
The Parrots needs to calm down. He needs to
already
look
got
at where
5
he's at.
points back up.
Oh!
Morrison gets out of it.
Back on his stomach.
Kushner.
And look, just like that, Parrott is up 13-3.
These guys are rolling around like
He's
the
looking
big
at a major
boys.
decision. Morrison's going to have to get plenty of back points.
It's a
This tilt's not
10-point
gonna be
lead.
enough.
If I was Morrison in this situation, I'd be looking for a pinning move.
Yeah, first he's got to get out from bottom, though. He's not out of trouble
He's
yet.
got about 25 seconds left in the second. He's got time, but he has to really work fast.
Now, if you're Morrison, do you go for something now or do you wait for the third period?
I go for something now. I'd be as aggressive as possible.
Oh,
as
just
fast
like
as possible.
that, Parrott's got Morrison on his back. And
But out of
just like
bounds.
before, when Morrison tried pulling Parrott over with the tilt, Parrott actually runs out of room on the edge. With Morrison in a world of trouble there.
And yeah, if I'm Morrison, I'm not looking to get a lot of points. I'm looking for pinning combinations.
Yeah, when you're down by 10, it's going to be very hard with only 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in this match to come back.
Parrott's with the freak athleticism on most of these plays.
Every time Morrison looks to have a good position from top, Parrott comes out with 5 points. Morrison's going to have to use a different tactic in the third.
And Morrison
Maybe
just
work
looks
those
very
cradles.
tough here.
Yeah, the match looks closer than the score is, but the score is what matters in the end.
Exactly. Looks for the calling it for the second,
Morrison with
third.
choice in the third period.
It's
I pick
Morrison's
top
decision.
if I'm him.
It's his decision. I'd be going neutral.
The coaches are saying neutral. Morrison says top. He wins it out.
Looks like the coaches and me agree.
Now the Frisch coaches, they're willing to let you choose. I remember in the 5th place match my junior year, the coaches told me to pick neutral and I picked top. Didn't work out, but they respected the decision.
When you get to this position, the coaches usually let you pick. Decide for yourself.
They know that Morrison's experienced. This is his spot, and he thinks that he could score or get the pin. He's going to need more than just back points to win it. He's probably going to go for one of his signature cross-face cradles.
And so he goes for a cradle. You better be looking for a pinning move off of that.
Yeah, hasn't gone for it yet. He has a bar here, trying to roll him over. Kushner goes out of bounds.
Look, I mean,
Ref calls activity, no stall call.
the pace isn't taking a toll on anybody. Both of them have plenty of gas left in the tank.
Unbelievable here from the two 182-pound wrestlers. I'm very impressed with both of them.
It's a great match.
So again, Morrison with the chop breakdown.
Looking to break him down to his stomach, but he's not relenting. Maybe looking for a stand-up.
Now Morrison should be looking for that cradle. He could push forward the right elbow with his right hand to catch that tricep.
He's only got about a minute
with that elbow sleeve.
He's only got about a
But
minute
it's there
20.
now. He's got to go for broke here.
He's
Riding
got to go for a big move.
Certainly.
If I'm the coaches, I'm yelling big move.
Yeah, and you could hear them imploring Morrison to make something happen. Now Parrott not really moving, but it's really on Morrison to make something happen. A few
Doing
stall
nothing
calls won't do anything.
Doing nothing's your biggest enemy. You got to do something. Maybe
Yeah.
switch it up, confuse Parrots.
And now if the match is tied, well, if you're not really doing much, that's fine. You could ride him out. But when
down
you're
10.
losing, you need a score. You need a pin, especially by 10. At this point, it's not looking like he's gonna be able to
maybe
come out with
stand-up
points.
possibility for Parrots. Oh,
Looking
maybe
for a
looking
Peterson roll, and they go out of bounds. A lot of edge wrestling here. A lot of scores that could have happened that never ended up because of the edge.
High-level move, Peterson roll from standing.
Yeah, and Parrott running back to the center in the middle of the third period. Very impressed with his cardio.
He wants this win.
Yeah, he really does. Morrison not letting him have it easy, working hard from top. Rode him for over a minute so far this period.
He's on his
but
stomach.
No, not really any threat of turning him so far.
And then he's in the lead here with about 45 seconds left. He's got about a 10-point lead.
Yeah, all Parrott's got to do is not go to his back. He could even give up back points. He just can't give up the stick. And he's looking to escape here.
He's looking for a stand-up, and he's got it.
1-point escape, Kushner.
Morrison's going to have to go for a big throw.
30 seconds.
One of his double legs won't be enough. And Parrott himself goes for the double leg.
He's showing that he's not giving up in this match, doesn't matter how much he's up.
Now, Parrott could be looking for a technical fall if he gets a takedown and backs.
He's got about 17 seconds left. He's
winning by 11 points.
He's about 2 takedowns to get that technical fall.
Well,
technical fall for anybody that doesn't know.
If you cut him loose, he'll need another one. So he would need a feet to back. Morrison also looking for a feet to back
Right.
himself because he needs a pin to win at this point.
Technical
he can't
fall.
just be faking. You got to go for broke here. He
Technical-
goes for a double leg, nothing on it. Parrott with good hips.
Oh, maybe looking to just force him to the ground.
Oh! Puts him to his back late. He's got 3 seconds left.
He's got double unders. Can he get the pin?
And it's going to be a technical fall.
It is. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. 18-3.
18-3.
Technical fall.
Wow, the first one we saw in the finals. Technical fall for everybody that doesn't know is 15 points at any point during the match if you're up by 15.
I don't think I've seen a tech fall in the final since Naftali Horowitz.
Naftali
a bunch of years
Horowitz
ago.
versus
And you know how
Jeremy
dominant he
Berger.
was. Yeah. What a match that was.
Oh, my God.
But a technical fall here for Parrott. Unbelievable.
What a big win.
5th place from Westchester.
He was up
Union
10.
High
He didn't
School,
give up.
Zachary Epstein.
Yeah, and Kushner seeming to be running away with the team points.
In 4th place
I don't know if
Kushner.
I don't know if it's
Arnold
updated,
Ginsberg.
but the last results I have team-wise, Kushner was up by over 30
3rd
points.
place from SAR, Natan Fagelson.
It's not there.
In 2nd place from Frisch, Zachary Amos. and your champion from Maimonides, Joseph Burlov.
Kushner, it looks like they're going to take the championship here.
Yeah, they seem to be running away with the title.
Please start making your way to the podium.
I believe they won the past 2 years.
What?
I believe they won the past 2 years as well.
Kushner?
Are they going for the three-peat or is
Back
it second
to the mat
win?
I'm not holding
the
enough.
195-pound championship.
All right. Kushner versus SAR, which seems to be the
top two teams, but it seems like the team competition seems to be over.
This seems to be the narrative of the tournament. Kushner SAR.
So
old champions versus new.
Yeah, and Berger of SAR, he's the returning champion in this weight class. He's looking to defend his title. Now, I talked to the coaches of SAR, Coach
Kahan, yeah.
Yeah, and he said Berger obviously has the long lineage of his family, of his brothers Jeremy and Max, both legends of SAR,
Anybody who doesn't know,
champions of Wittenberg.
They are both Hall of Famers.
Yeah, and their brother Daniel, he's the biggest of them, but he's still going for it. He's a second year as captain. And he's really coming into his own, according to the coaching staff of SAR, which really seems to be saying something, because he was a champ last year. If he wasn't coming to his own then, I'd love to see how he is now. He's in deep on a swing single early, trying to finish the back door with both legs.
This is the signature SAR takedown.
Yeah, Kushner holding him there. Berger looking for some activity, trying to break him down to that hip. He's got a belly whizzer. Kushner might be looking to scramble here. Oh, and he looked for a drag to the go behind. Good scramble there for
these
both
guys,
men.
very stocky. Very tough 195ers. Usually you see much taller, lankier guys.
Yeah, these guys are both stocky. Really look like wrestlers. They fill up their singlets. Both guys with some impressive leg muscles.
Now, usually you'd see a different type of wrestling up at 195 to 280.
Yeah, more upper body moves. But Berger right away went on a low single leg. He's very confident there.
These guys are fighting like they're 145s.
Certainly. And it was interesting. Berger got in on that waterfall position to finish, but Kushner wasn't really giving anything, and it looked like Berger was confused on how to finish. Kushner surprising Berger with that scrambling ability. Not so many people are probably able to scramble with him, and just like that.
Oh wow!
Wow!
Berger went for the far ankle, but
and there was nobody there. Unbelievable. Kushner just disappeared there on him.
Spun around him.
Yep.
Oh!
And a huge mat return there.
Very high mat return.
From Ian Cohen of Kushner. He's really taking it to Berger. And
mat
Berger's going to have to dig deep.
As long as you follow the guy, a mat return is legal. If you don't follow him and he falls to the mat, that's on you.
Podium 1 through 5. 182, 1 through 5 places.
It looks like a very even match setup. Cohen only up 2-0 with about 5 seconds left in the first period.
Yeah, but I'm very surprised and impressed with Cohen. I hadn't seen much of him going to this tournament. I'd seen Berger, but he's really taking it to him early.
I've seen Berger's matches. He had a great tournament so far. And still, I think the MLW is really up for debate for anybody right now. I think Warren's going to take it, but you never know.
Yeah, Warren obviously with a tremendous effort with the takedown late in the match.
And the narrative behind it as well.
Yeah, true. He only had a short season. But you can't forget Nyman Licht of SAR. He went up a weight class. He was an undersized 113, went to 120 and dominated. You can't take that. You have to take that into account.
Looks like SAR is deferring, and Kushner is taking bottom, looking to score, maybe rack up the lead to a two takedown lead.
Yeah, and obviously in the Mao conversation, you can't count out the Kushner wrestlers from the middle weights. Yarkoni, I thought, looked incredible.
Epstein
with that hit.
looked crazy.
Yeah, those guys really looking good.
Very athletic, very strong, very dominant.
Yeah, and Kushner with a dominant year this year, and it seems like they're going to have a lot of good years to come. The other schools are really going to have to make something happen to catch up, because Kushner seems to be a step ahead of the competition.
They don't have the largest team, but it looks like they have the more skilled.
Yeah, what do they have? 8 finalists?
8 finalists this year.
Very, very impressive. And some surprising results.
And a couple great matches.
Yeah, we've been in for a treat tonight. Today, I guess. It's not night.
Usually it's night.
Yeah. So Berger riding tough here on top.
Cohen looking to stand up maybe.
Yeah, if Berger could ride him out this whole period, he'll be in a good position in the third.
SAR crowd trying to spark something out of Berger.
Yeah, because even if he rides, he's still going to be losing going into the third period.
He's up.
So he probably wants some back points, or maybe to cut him loose and take him down. Let's see what he goes for. He's got that claw ride now. Switches to the chop.
He's down 2, I'm saying.
Yeah, he wasn't able to escape at the end of that first period. That's a big ride out there for Kushner. But so far, it's been Berger the aggressor this period.
Still plenty of time left in the match.
Certainly.
50 seconds left in the second.
And if you're Berger, would you ride or would you cut him loose and go for a takedown?
If I'm Berger, I'd probably keep riding. Maybe look for a half.
Yeah. He hasn't been able to really break him down very much, but he's been able to keep him down. Oh, and just like that, Kushner up to his feet, maybe looking for a reversal.
Doesn't matter anyways.
And he's up 3-0. Berger going to have to make something happen at the end of this period.
Cohen, full dominance.
Yep. Well, it's only 3-0, but it's been his match so far. Big clash of heads there. Berger coming in hard.
Oh, this is beginning to look like
Greco-style
more of a
match.
larger battle.
There you go. Berger in, going for 2 legs.
Nice
Gets
little
stuffed.
chest wrap by Cohen.
Yeah, hands around 1. Cohen's been having hips made out of stone today. Berger back in on both legs, but he's stuck on his knees.
He's got 1 ankle now.
Cohen with that scrambling ability, going for that near ankle. It's not often that you see heavyweights going for the near and far ankle on the scrambles.
Cohen is a really tough wrestler. Berger not able to get anything on him.
Amazing
Just
hips and
standing
scrambling
there.
ability for Cohen. And Berger kind of shocked here. He seems to be pretty tired at the end of the second period.
His bottom of the third, which is the usual call. He needs to score here. He's
Yeah, the
down
problem
3.
is he might get ridden out for a while, as we saw in the end of the first period. And if he gets ridden for a while, he's not going to have so much time to get a takedown towards the end, because he needs an escape and a takedown just to tie. And so far, he's been scoreless. Cohen throwing in a leg, risky move, and Berger right out.
1 point escape, SAR.
Now he's on the board. If
We
he
have
gets
a 2-point match.
If he can get a takedown to tie it up the match.
They tie up the
That's
match,
everybody's match.
but even if he scores, if Cohen could get a timely escape towards the end, it's still his match. So let's see what Berger could do. He might want to get 2 takedowns, cut him loose after the first, or just take him down and ride him tough like he did in that second period.
But if I'm Berger, I'm playing very aggressive.
Yeah, no room
takedowns.
no room for a feeling out process anymore. He's trying to defend his title here at the end of the match. He's got to show his grit, and he's got to let everything fly.
It's looking like a freestyle match with all the push-outs.
Well, no scores on the push-outs here.
There we go, snap down, but
snap for Berger, but Cohen brings him right in. Now, when you snap down, you can't snap him straight into you, because if he drops to his knees and catches your legs, you basically set up a shot for him. You got to snap him off to an angle.
One of the first things they teach you.
Yep. Now, Berger there had a solid angle to get a go-behinds. They go out of bounds, unfortunately for SAR. Now, both these guys look very well conditioned. Berger looked tired at the end of the second period, but he seems to have caught a second wind.
Cohen relenting a little bit from his aggressive
It looks like we're going to get a stall call there from Cohen. Now, if Berger keeps shooting him out of bounds, he could score on stall points, but he's going to need 2 stall calls. I think it's more safe to just go for a takedown.
He needs to go for a takedown.
Go for the takedown and let the stall points
Something
come
a little
as they
lower
come.
body and
another shot, but not much on it for
leg.
Berger.
He's got that
Cohen's
left
able to stop
leg.
every shot so far. He's in deeper than he was before. Has his hands on both legs. Cohen sprawling out. Very, very strong hips, trying to break the hands. He's got that underhook.
Riding those.
And the problem is for Berger, he's staying on his knees. He's got to step up with a foot. He tries there. And now he's in deep.
Looks like he can't overpower.
And he's not able to get his head up. Cohen has too many tricks on the bag here.
Cohen looks very tough, very
He's got that
strong.
crossface, looking for the go behind. Berger escapes.
No points.
But he's got 30 seconds. He's got to score, and he's got to score quick.
He's got about 25 seconds left on the clock.
And at this point, we really see if he wants it more.
There we go.
Oh, and he takes a misdirection shot. Classic Berger, but gets stuffed again, denied on his
great
shots.
sprawl.
Very, very surprising.
Cohen's playing a great offensive, defensive game everywhere.
Now he's got 8 seconds. The ref calls a stalemate. He's got to pick his best
All right,
shot.
this has got 7 seconds
With
on the
short time
clock.
left on the clock, you got to figure out what's your favorite attack. What's the attack that works the most? And he's attacked lots of times to no avail.
You got to go off the whistle. You got to go off the whistle. Let's go.
Oh, and he's in on a double leg. He's in deep. Looking to finish with 1 second left. He goes 2. We're going to overtime. Unbelievable. Oh!
It is elite over here.
Now Berger might think he won, or maybe he's just hyped up to go to overtime. SAR crowd all kinds of pumped up.
Wow.
And after nothing to offer from Berger the entire match, he gets on a double leg and blows them over. Unbelievable.
I think Berger could ride this momentum into the overtime
Yeah,
period.
and you saw he was hyped up. The match wasn't even over, and he was flexing and yelling.
So let's go. It's anybody's match here in the overtime period.
Let's see if Kushner could withstand the momentum shift. He was really had the match the entire round, but as we were saying before, if you don't have the points on the board, even if you're dominating, it can still be up in the balance. And Berger, as a veteran he is, trying to defend his title, scores with just a second left. What an amazing turn of events.
So those that don't know, in the overtime period, if you score, the match is over.
You're right, 1 point is all it would take.
So any shot that's made, the winner goes to that shot maker.
Yep. And Berger, the one coming forward here, looks like he's riding momentum. He's got inside control on the collar tie.
He needs to take a shot.
Kushner moving backwards. And keep in mind, Kushner has a stall warning against him. Oh! He's in deep! He's in deep on a leg!
There we go!
Kushner trying to scramble out of it! He's trying to go up high! He's got the waterfall position! Kushner trying to scramble on the ankle! Oh!
This will look to be anything. Can we get 10
He's got 10 seconds left. Whoever scores here will be the winner.
Oh,
he's looking to go 10 seconds to 2.
Oh my
What a
God.
match. What a finish. Unbelievable.
What a match
And
by
Berger
Ian
obviously all
Cohen.
kinds of disappointed after riding that momentum into the end of regulation.
Coming back from a takedown to, going into a great shot in the overtime period.
And as we saw, the difference in that match, the scrambling ability of Cohen of Kushner. We saw in the beginning the same position right in the first 20 seconds of the match. Berger got in deep on those legs, got the waterfall position, but Cohen was able to scramble using those ankles in his control, and Berger didn't have an answer. Cohen was able to cross-face and get behind. Unbelievable match. We've really been in for a treat today.
In third place from SAR, Eliyahu Naiman.
Okay, so now we got the 220 and 285 matches. Looking at much larger wrestlers, maybe a different style of wrestling than what we've seen from the 106 to the 182 wrestlers. Now these 220s are looking very lean.
Yeah, Bleiberg actually last year wrestled at 170, so he really put on the pounds though for this summer, working out at MB Kleiman's gym, underground training.
Yeah, a little shout out there to underground training.
Yeah, MB, my former coach.
Championship.
He also started a wrestling club called Tribe. They work out at the NYAC, mixing together with undergrounds. It really puts the muscle on you, and Bleiberg looking to utilize it here at 220.
All right. Looking at a very stagnant, very tall wrestling game. Not very low stances.
Oh! Big scramble here. Looks like somebody's going to their back. I don't know who it is. They're both on their back here.
None of them have.
But Bleiberg might be in more trouble.
Nobody has control
than
yet.
Axelrod. Yeah, wow. It looks like no one's going to score out of that exchange. Axelrod looking for a go by and nothing. Unbelievable scramble there from Frisch and Axelrod.
Nobody seems to be in control here.
Now they call Bleiberg easy because he makes wrestling look easy, and he really snuck his way out of that scramble. He could have given up 5 points there, but slips out like nothing happened.
I believe we call that funk in the wrestling.
Yep, that's definitely funk. Now Bleiberg looking for that arm drag.
A little 2-on-1.
Nothing on it. Nothing on that level change from Axelrod.
Not a lot of very low stances here in the upper weight classes. A lot of standing.
1 through 5. Please report to the podium.
Yeah.
You guys are up shortly.
Oh, he's looking for a headlock. No, can he hold him over? It looks like he's got 2. Has him in trouble. He's got back points.
He's got the swipes.
Axelrod in all kinds of trouble here. He's got control of the arm. He's stuck.
With the pin.
Bleiberg with the pin.
Frisch with the
Easy.
win.
Makes it look easy here in the finals. He was in trouble early, and when he gets to his offense, it was lights out.
Frisch with the win here at 220. We know they're going to love this one.
Wow, unbelievable performance there from Bleiberg of Frisch. I was a senior his freshman year, and I always saw promise in him. But what a match there from Bleiberg his senior year at 220.
Okay, I'm sorry to say it, guys, but we have the last match of Wittenberg 25. It's been a great tournament here, and I'm personally excited for this match. At 285, we have Judah Schanzer of SAR, a former place finisher losing last year, to Aaron Schwartz of DRS, who's had a really good tournament that I've seen so far.
Jake Stein here, returning for action. I just want to say that I have had the absolute honor of watching Aaron Schwartz develop over the last 3 seasons. I coached him when he was a freshman and when he was a sophomore. I moved on from DRS this season and wasn't able to coach him.
Direct your attention to the mat for the heavyweight
He's a very technical heavyweight.
Aaron was in horrible shape as a freshman and struggled to make weight as a sophomore. He has now shed 40 pounds from his top, and in the semifinals he beat Yoni Ifra from Kushner, against whom he was previously 0-4.
Oh, wow. So we're looking at a big win here for Aaron Schwartz if he wins. Judah Schanzer, a much thinner heavyweight, looks to get shots like his predecessors, Alexander Haberman.
Judah Schanzer has very much impressed me when I've gotten to watch him wrestle. I do unfortunately believe he will come on top here, as much as I have a special place in my heart for Aaron.
I wouldn't count out Aaron Schwartz. I've seen him wrestle. He can come from behind very easily. Very unassuming wrestler. I think he gives a chance to take the dub here.
He is very strong, Aaron, and surprisingly mobile, decent footwork for a guy his size. He does sometimes struggle with his balance. So if Schanzer can get deep in on a double or go for a throw.
A much thinner heavyweight, probably weighing at about 240 to 250. Probably has a lot more balance on this match here.
Absolutely.
Working at the edge here. No shots as you usually see in a heavyweight match. A lot of head work, a lot of tiring work on the upper body. Again, this is the last match of Wittenberg. We want to take home the win here. SAR maybe working for some team points here.
Aaron needs to stay forehead to forehead if he wants to win this match. If he
Judy
gets
Shanzer looking for a cement mixer. It's very possible we see a low-scoring match here, as like a lot of heavyweight matches. Oh!
2-point takedown, SAR!
2-point takedown, SAR. Judy Shanzer really riding tough on the head.
That was a great shot by Shanzer. He was in deep. Aaron
Great
fought hard.
desperation move by Judy Shanzer.
But when your opponent is in on a shot like that, it is not advisable, in my opinion, to lock the body the way Aaron did. You need to attack the arms and get them off of you.
Make sure he's on his knees if you want to get that chest wrap. All right, 20 seconds left in the first period.
I just want to take this opportunity to say that regardless of the outcome, Aaron Schwartz and people like him are the reason we have wrestling. To see him not only become physically healthier over the last 2 years, but become more confident and become more athletic and become happier. He was so upset with himself as a human being 2 years ago, and he just walks taller these days. He has so much more confidence and so much more tact in how he deals with other people because he is so much more secure in himself. He used to frustrate other teammates by teasing them a little bit, and now everybody loves having him in the locker room. And it has been an absolute honor to see the person he has become over the last 3 years.
Shanzer up 2-0, taking bottom here, maybe looking to extend the lead, and I still think it's anybody's match. Especially in a heavyweight match, you're looking for a lot of rolls, maybe.
And Aaron is very strong,
quick
but
stand-up.
Shanzer gets out right away.
1-point escape.
Shanzer thinks he's the clear front runner here, taunting his opponent.
They're tied up again. Aaron needs to keep his forehead into Shanzer's forehead if he wants to win these ties.
He's going to have to look for an offensive move here. Maybe look inside the upper body. Maybe looking for some pummeling.
Shanzer in a collar tie.
Again, not a lot of shots, like I said. A lot of not very good stance wrestling, as you see from the heavyweights.
Shanzer, though, appears to be in a pretty good stance. I know he's in our front headlock, but can't quite finish.
Shanzer looks to be in very good shape, not being tired out very easily. Again, a much lower weight.
220, please go to the podium. 1 through 5.
Oh, again, he's got a wrist and a headlock.
To the podium.
He's got a wrist and head here.
You are right after them, so be prepared.
Aaron hand fighting well. He has control of Shanzer's wrist, but now Shanzer has got it inside.
Again, he's got to look to score here. Maybe Shanzer's trying to look for maybe like a go-around. Oh, double leg by Shanzer. Can he keep it inside? He does.
2-point takedown,
Quick 2 points by Shanzer. He's up 5-0 with 30 seconds left.
Aaron, when he shoots, don't attack the body. Attack the arms.
We got some biased televised.
Oh, I am shamelessly biased. I am the biggest Aaron Schwartz fan in this building. I do believe Judah to be the more polished and more experienced wrestler. Well, I guess experience is not a matter of opinion. But Aaron has been hanging in there so far.
He needs to look for an escape. He needs to look for some points.
He hasn't been able.
5-0.
You're right. He hasn't been able to generate his own offense. He's been tough in those tie-ups. It's not like it's been totally one-sided.
Doesn't need to be. It's not enough though. Looking for a power half maybe. Shanzer trying to ride hub, but
Shanzer is riding aggressively. He worked out to the side there.
He wants this win. You can see it on him. Judah Shanzer in tremendous shape. I'm surprised. After seeing last season's finals match, he looks in much better shape now.
I remember 2 years ago he was up 9-1 and then got pancaked late.
What can happen if you're not careful in a heavyweight match?
Especially if you run out of gas. So it seems he's worked on that issue. He breaks him down very well there with the bump and chop. Now he has a near wrist.
Shanzer really wanting this power half. Keep going to it. Seems like it's
very heavy on top. Aaron is flattened out.
Aaron needs to dig deep here. Maybe look for a roll.
I do not believe that Judah Shanzer is going to be vulnerable to the roll. I think that Aaron needs to keep up a very high pace, get back to his feet, and work for a home run move in neutral.
Again, it's the third period, about 1:20 left. This is the final match of Wittenberg, everybody.
And now Schanzer has that half in deep, but Aaron has closed his left hip. And Schanzer seems to have aborted that plan and is back on top working
Schanzer
parallel.
Clearly in the dominating position in this match. Looking to get this half in, try to pin.
Only a minute left.
Schwartz. Under a minute.
Still riding that power half.
Up by 5, Schanzer.
And he has his back exposed.
Oh, and he has
tucked the pin.
That is your heavyweight champion at 285 pounds. Judah Schanzer, very elate.
After making the finals and losing 2 years in a row, Judah Schanzer has finally gotten over that hump.
And 220 in 5th place from Ida Crown, Ellie White.
What a Wittenberg this was, everybody. Some great matches we've had here. Kushner seems to be on the top for this year's team trophy. MOW and Dominator still up for deciding. It's anybody's game.
In 2nd place from TABC.
I personally gave my 1st place vote to Max Yarconi and my 2nd place vote to Yitzi Parrott of the 152 and 182 pound classes respectively.
I'm thinking Warren for MOW this year. I don't know the numbers for Dominator, but Warren, I think, for MOW this year.
I do think the name power of Warren is going to put him over the hump, although...
And the narrative behind it.
True. Quite frankly, I am not a fan of voting for narrative, but I would have to get... If I were a betting man, I would bet that the other coaches might see things differently.
You know, coaches, they're very tied into this.
Jacob Sabag.
Oh, this was a very fun tournament. It is my favorite weekend of the year every year.
25th annual Wittenberg.
25th. Here's to 25 more years.
At heavyweight in 5th place from Kushner, Jacob Sabag.
And although he was overwhelmed to see Aaron Schwartz compete that well, when even a year ago he was struggling just to stay on the mat, is very impressive.
Kushner, Yoni Ifra. In 2nd place from DRS, Aaron Schwartz. And your heavyweight champion from SAR, Judah Schanzer.
Wait patiently for the team scores, I believe.
Yeah, so we had the final match there. Schanzer with a very, very convincing performance. He had lost in the final the past 2 years to Frisch, but this year leaves no doubt with a fall in the 3rd period. Looked dominant all the way throughout. Very impressive.
Quite frankly, it is overdue. I believe he is one of the more polished heavyweights I've ever seen in this league, and I'm surprised it took him until his senior year to win.
I agree. In both of the last 2 years' finals, he was up and gave up a big move late. So it's good to see him close out his career on top of the podium.
Aaron Schwartz is only a junior. He will be the top seed next year in 285. And he certainly will be back. As well as the 3rd place finisher in the weight class, Yoni Ifra. So it will be interesting to see how they develop.
What? We have the award ceremony, but that's it for us. So yeah, anyways, now we await the elusive awards of Dominator and Most Outstanding.
Jacob, who do you think was the most outstanding wrestler? Jake, sorry.
Somebody lost to T-Mobile Motorola. We have it at the head
with
table.
Alex before. I think it has to go down between Warren of Maimonides and Nyman Licht of SAR. Both of them looked unbelievable, but in different ways. I thought Nyman Licht was particularly impressive because he went up a weight class. He was weighing 110 during the season.
They're very firm. The screensaver is a shul.
And dominated in the finals, while Warren had a close match in the finals, but really showed off his grit. And after not wrestling the entire season and only coming back with a week and a half left, I talked to his coach. He said he looked better than ever coming back from his injury. And you know what? In the finals, it was not easy, but he really gutted it out. And in the 3rd period, it was him who showed that he had more heart and had great technique doing it. That high crotch was on the money. So it's anyone's guess. I mean, I have no vote, so I can't be bought.
But, I have been bought already by 2 Kushner wrestlers.
Well, I thought the Kushner champions looked unbelievable towards those middle weights. I mean, Kushner really surprised me, even though it looked like they were going to win before the finals. They really sprung some upsets in the finals and really cemented their place as the top team this year.
To be honest, although Nyman Licht was very impressive, I didn't see a lot of depth to his game. He had a fantastic shot and was solid on top. He was well balanced and he wasn't vulnerable at all, especially to all those home run attempts that Kushner is known for. But There wasn't a lot of offense on top. There wasn't a lot of offense on bottom. So that, to me, puts him below the other elite wrestlers of the tournament,
So
which
you
is
have
not to say
Warren
that
or
he's not
Kushner,
fantastic.
or you have one of the
I
Kushners?
actually left Warren off my ballot entirely. I gave my
Wow.
first vote to Max Yarkoni, who won handily against an exceptional
against the
wrestler.
returning champion.
Exactly. And I gave my second place vote to Yitzi Parrott, who brought everything in the kitchen sink at the 182 weight class. And to see that type of creativity at that high a weight is very rare.
I thought Morrison looked to be a formidable favorite, but getting tech-falled by Parrott really set a statement for the Kushner wrestling team. And they're going to be back next year with more good wrestlers. And like I said before, I think everyone else is a step behind Kushner.
You want to tap in?
So we don't have the team scores finalized yet, but it seems to be Kushner and then everybody else. We'll see who gets the other team trophies.
This is the most wide open team race I've seen in quite some time. You knew that SAR and Kushner were probably going to be fighting it out for the 1 and 2 spots.
Yeah, MTA and Ida Crown also with solid showings. They should be in the run for a team trophy.
And I have not had a pulse on the Dominator race at all this year. I usually follow it very closely and make sure to know who's in the lead.
I mean, if I had to guess, it's going to be one of those Kushner wrestlers you mentioned because they were going out there for the pin the whole time. Right, so I would imagine that it was maybe Yarkoni or one of those other Kushner guys. I think Yarkoni is probably a good guess. I mean, we would know for sure if we had the brackets in front of us, but I don't have them now.
Although in a tournament like this where so many weight classes didn't have the full 16, it really could just come down to the champion who had the opportunity to get 3 or 4 pins rather than 2 or 3.
Traditionally, the only way to get Dominator is if you get 4 pins.
Wrestlers,
and if you get 4
please
pins, you
clear
get
the
4
mat.
matches. So sometimes it's just up to the bracket.
Everyone, please clear the mat.
In my senior year, I did have the opportunity for it. I had 4 matches, but I
Clear
had
the
2 pins
mat.
to open the tournament, and then just a major, and then a regular decision. And you know what? It was fine.
You had to settle for first place.
Yeah, it was kind of rough. But a Dominator is definitely a coveted award. We've seen some great wrestlers bring it in. I remember my sophomore year was Michael Applev of MTA, who really just put a headlock clinic on everybody. And then who could forget Shlomo Warren getting all 3 awards just a few years back. Dominator, most outstanding, and champion of champions. That was really something else from the older of the Warren brothers.
I feel compelled to insert my hot take. Noah DeRay at 195 in 2018 was better than with Shlomo Warren. I will take that to my grave.
Oh yeah, he was something else. He really put a beat down on everyone in front of him. I actually wrestled him one time in an exhibition, so I know up close and personal how tough he is.
Wow. Care to share how that match went?
It was an exhibition. I actually won on points, but it was his sophomore year, my senior year, so you got to give him some credit there. And it was a low-scoring match. Actually, I scored on a reversal off of a class by him, and those were the only points besides for escapes in the match.
Wow.
But he really, even towards the end, he had me in trouble. He was in on my leg, but I was able to fight it off. But who knows what would have happened the next 3 years as he matured and improved his technique.
I feel compelled to say he would have given you a run for your money.
I certainly think so. And you know, it's nice. Right now we have some young wrestlers in the center of the mat. They're going at it right now. And it's good to see the youth going at it. You know, we need more people to replace the graduating seniors and the dominators and most outstandings of the past. So it's good to see people getting involved in youth wrestling because that's what sets up better high school wrestling and you know, better competition, more competition. It's good to see it.
And there have been talks all weekend amongst the coaches about what we need to do in the effort to grow youth wrestling.
Certainly, because when you get to high school, you're in 9th grade. If you're wrestling public schools, you're going to get your butt whooped quite a few times before you get your feet under you. So we have to put some effort within the Yeshiva League to have some youth wrestling, whether it be clubs or within teams in the schools. I think it's very important to keep that Yeshiva wrestling advancing and improving in both the quality and the quantity of the wrestlers.
Maimonides already has a youth wrestling program. They have a middle school program.
You know, obviously both Warren
Westchester
brothers
and JEC, we need
coming
your
out of
balance.
that,
Westchester
coming,
and
wrestling in
JEC,
8th
we
grade,
need your
having
balance.
exhibitions. I think there's nothing better.
I'm really sorry I have to leave my station to join my team, but it has been an absolute pleasure to be here. It was a wonderful tournament. I hope you all had an exceptional day and have an exceptional the rest of your holiday weekend.
Coach of Westchester and the coach of JEC, please report to the head table. Westchester and JEC, please report to the head table. Last call for Amichai Levy. Last call for Amichai Levy. Everyone, please clear the mat. Everyone, please clear the mat. Thank you. We're going to do the Personal Wrestler Awards. Right. When you are given the award, please report to Coach Elman, who will present you with the award. First, we will give out the Dominator Award with 2 pins in a total of 1 minute and 33 seconds. His fastest pin being in 20 seconds at 170 pounds from the Frisch School, Zachary Amos.
Zachary Amos of Frisch coming in as the Dominator.
Congratulations to Zachary Amos. Now for the most outstanding wrestler. Every coach got to vote on who they thought was the most outstanding wrestler. And the winner with the most votes at 138 pounds from Maimonides, Gabriel Warren.
Gabriel Warren, I had no vote, but in my opinion, he was chosen the most impressive performance at this tournament. Having a real gut check in the finals against Little Falcon. He was an amazing wrestler pusher, taking it away and putting the takedown in the last 30 seconds of the match. He really showed off his heart. He showed off his
now
technique.
for the team score.
I was very impressed with Gabriel Warren. Really defended tradition proud.
Congratulations, and now for the team scores. In 4th place with 119 points, the Frisch School. In third place, with 121 points, MTA! In second place with 205 points, SAR! And in first place with a whopping 264.5 points, Kushner!